This is my time. I'm on the rise. Can't hold me down, I'm too fly. This is my time. Ready to shine. Brighter than all of the lights. 'Cause when it's game time. Seconds away.
At McCurtain County National Bank, we are continually seeking ways to meet the changing needs of our customers. We offer a full range of services such as free checking, online and mobile banking, as well as great rates on cabin and construction loans. We're providing results through better service while giving you a greater value for your dollar. Visit us on the web at mcnbonline.com. McCurtain County National Bank in Idabel, Broken Bow, Hochatown, and Valiant.
When I share my story, it's about more than building an inspirational space for artists. I represent the creative spirit of the nation, the Choctaw Nation. I am our history.
I am our culture.
I am our vision.
I am all of us.
Because our stories make us more.
Oh no, are you okay, Mike?
Yeah, got a pretty big fender bender here.
Don't worry, State Farm's got you covered.
That's great to hear. Robin, what's going on?
We're gonna get you a tow truck, Mike.
Thank you. Real fender bender going on. Fender bender. Fender bender. Fender bender. Fender bender. Everybody remain calm. No reason to panic.
Go with the one that's here to help life go right.
Jennifer Broadus, State Farm Insurance. Visit our new location at 1605 South Park Drive, 580-584-9184.
Well, welcome back. Still, as I mentioned earlier, 12.5 seconds left in this game one of the boys bracket between the Wright City Lumberjacks, who lead it by 5 over a really good DeQueen Leopard team. And free throw's good. Kind of a preview. The Leopards are going to play the Savages tomorrow night, and then you'll see the Wright City Lumberjacks in January when we bring you all 22 games of the MC6 tournament. Again, it looks like the Lumberjacks they're going to take this one as they win 66-60. So, Mitch, the Lady Savages ready to come out of the locker room along with the Center Point Lady Knights. And the Lady Savages, man, what a great anticipation that the fans are looking forward to this year, as Lady Savages, of course, returning some starters. Most notably, Rayleigh Gaston already signed a full scholarship to play basketball at Northeastern State University with the Riverhawks. You remember, familiar with, there's kind of a stream going up there as you see the Lady Savages ready to come out of the, locker room as soon as the floor clears, but taking on a Center Point team that looks pretty good, at least on paper. Really haven't seen them play. They obviously play at Arkansas, not from Oklahoma, but they are 5-1. Lady Savages 1-0. They actually played earlier this week, and this team has a significant addition, let's say, through the transfer portal. Jalen Cawthron, the fantastic sophomore, leading scorer for this team, already put 15 points up in the first half against DeKalb, and really playing well again. Tyson Woolsey, of course, started last year, has about halfway through the season at center as a freshman, but really dominant in the paint during that first game. And Cawthron and Woolsey both played on the Trey Young traveling team during the summer, and so they are accustomed to play with each other out on the floor. And then you add the Savage lineup of Gaston, already mentioned, Jackson Glasson, Haley Brentley, Avery Skelton, the rest of that senior class, and you've got and a loaded bench as well. Savages really have a promising look as far as the season goes. And they're going to get a full view of that tonight against what appears to be a very good center point team. As I mentioned, they are 5-1, and so we'll get to see them right off the bat as Lady Savage is going to come out and try to feed the ball to Cawthron. Would like to mention, again, it's a full, they have a really good JV squad as well. A lot of young student athletes out for basketball. The varsity squad includes Katie Rogers, who was a starter last year. Again, is coming off the bench this year and contributing. Genesis Smith, Lady Tomlinson, Brooklyn Anna, Kennedy Bonds, Anaya Griffin, Maddie Hammer, and Kendry Kemp rounding out that. And of course, the last two freshmen, but expect to see them on the floor as well. And then after that, we're going to see the debut, the first game of the 2024-25 edition of the Pregame Savage basketball team, featuring Graydon Howe, the fantastic sophomore this year who set the freshman scoring record last year at Broken Bow and led his team. Had several 40-point-plus games, and really anticipating just a highlight reel from Graydon Howe, and he's got some surprises. We'll talk about that a little more in the pregame of the boys game. But several freshmen that great athletes have contributed during football season. Also expected to not only play but maybe start for the Savage basketball team along with some seasoned veterans. Again, if you see these sponsors, thank them. They're the reason that you can watch these live streams from the convenience of your phone or the comfort of your home and anytime on the Broken Bow YouTube channel. Also, if you have anybody from Centerpoint watching tonight, welcome. Appreciate you guys traveling. You're sending your team down here to play in this Savage Classic, early December ball game. And if you weren't able to make it down here tonight, you're welcome to watch on this YouTube channel. Keep in mind, this is the live. Obviously, if you're watching it live, you know it's a live stream, but also they are logged, they are archived on the Broken Bow Savage's YouTube channel. You can watch them anytime. And so those games will be available for you to rewatch. And if you have normally if you're watching it, you have a loved one or you're just a fan of the school or somebody you care about, or family or friends, if they travel, mention it to them that they can also watch the game when they get back home on this Savage YouTube channel. Broken Bow, again, girls are 1-0. Little slower. Of course, a lot of these girls also played on the Lady Savage fast pitch softball team, which made it to the state tournament. And so multi-sport athletes and maybe not as practiced in basketball this season. Most of those girls, though, on that softball team have played. I mentioned a couple of them. I know Haley Brantley, Jackson Glass, and Rayleigh Gaston are multi-year started. In fact, I believe started as Gaston started, I know, as a freshman for the basketball team, and so expect him. I believe Brantley did too, and so not unaccustomed to this gym and to these teammates, but it's a different style of basketball. It has changed the dynamic a little with Cawthron coming onto the team. And man, if you have not seen her play, and you'd have to come in person. Yeah, she did play at Idabel last year as a freshman, and they won the state championship. She has a state championship ring. Of course, attended, I believe, grade school and maybe a year of junior high here at Broken Bow, and moved off and has moved back and is now back at home in Broken Bow. And so with her and Woolsey, they're kind of a dynamic duo, as she can shoot it from outside and drive the paint. And then Woolsey, of course, a rebounding machine, paint player, post-up defender, had several block shots against DeKalb. And so say Lady Savages, again, there's just a lot to watch with this young basketball team. Going to take another break, have a word from our sponsor, be back with a tip-off in about 2.5 minutes. You're watching Broken Bow Savage Basketball on the Broken Bow Network. See you in 30.
It always helps to look back at things and have some sort of way of processing it. Music happens to be a way that I process a lot of things that have happened in my past. Once you've experienced something years later, you'll go to write about it. You can understand things that have happened through the writing of the song and gain some clarity or some sense of closure or understanding that you didn't have.
See and share our stories at togetherwe'remore.com.
Well, welcome back. And I mentioned our sponsors. You see them rotating in the upper left-hand corner on your screen. They're the have sponsors and partners as well. Again, big thanks to our partners. And if you watched any of the football season, you will recognize these businesses. That's McCurtain County National Bank, the Broken Tiki, Choctaw Nation Together We're More program, Downtown Broken Bow, and Jennifer brought us State Farm Insurance. Those are our 2024-25 media partners. Appreciate them and their contributions to Savage athletics and extracurricular activities as well. Check out the Broken Bow Public Schools Facebook page for information and features on all of not just high school athletics, all the schools. Again, the wrestling season has started. They hosted a match here and had a couple of winners coming out. Really appreciate what Coach Dustin LaSalle is doing with that Savage wrestling program after starting it, I think it's about 4 or 5 years ago, and really they look good. Going to have we're about a minute away from the introduction of the starters. I don't know if I think we may actually have the national anthem as well prior to the introduction of starters. This is the third game, so maybe they already did that. I don't know. We'll find out. If so, they're lining up at half court. So we're going to pause for a moment for our national anthem, bring you that, and then we'll be back with the starting lineups and the tip-off of tonight's first game of the Savage Classic for Broken Bow.
Starting lineup for the Lady Knights, Jonathan Buffalo. Would you please stand this time? I just got the message. As we honor America, our veterans are bringing our first responders with the singing of our national anthem.
Well, I say it almost every time, but it is one of the most difficult songs ever to sing. I think it's got a 3-octave range, and just another example of the talent here at Broken Bow High School. Lady Savage is the host team. Lady Knights are the visitors. They will be introduced first. Cook, Brooklyn Cook, Brooke Cook, if you will. And I don't know if you caught that, but I believe all 5 starters for the Lady Knights are seniors. And there's something to be said for experience. Also, they have a little bit of height on that team. And so they will present a challenge. But they will also face a challenge in this undefeated Lady Savage basketball team. 3 seniors and 2 sophomores. And just a tremendous bunch of athletes. Jackson Glasson, one of the toughest players you will ever see. Rayleigh Gaston, again, already signed with the Riverhawks. Continue her basketball career in college. Tyson Woolsey, the sophomore center, and also Team Trey Young center. Haley Brantley, also going to continue her athletic career in college. And then it is Jalen Cawthron, who put on a display in the first half. Did not need her early in the second half of the game against DeKalb. I don't think that'll be the situation tonight, as this is a much better team the Lady Savages are facing tonight. But I don't know if they've seen anything like Jalen Cawthron and this Lady Savage basketball team. Second home game for the second home game for the Lady Savages, as they, as I said, dispatched DeKalb easily. And it will be Woolsey facing up against Killip for the tip-off. Or sorry, that's Hewitt, I believe, for the Lady Knights. And ball hits the floor and actually is, well, that's going to be reach out. Said it was actually picked up by Woolsey, but neither player hit it. It hit the floor, so they're going to take 2 on this one. If you're just joining us, hi, Chris Chandler here along with Skip Copeland as we again attempt to tip off this Game 3 of the Savage Classic. Controlled by the Lady Knights. They get it down low in the post, and she is swarmed by Brantley and Woolsey. Knocks the ball out of bounds, and it will be inbounded by the Lady Knights. Hewitt inbound. Or sorry, that's not Hewitt. That's Killip. Drives out, gets it out to Hewitt. Hewitt from the wing. 3-point shot on the way, and it's a little long and hits out of bounds. Will be inbounded by the Savages. Shot no good. Still 0-0. Following the first possession by the Lady Knights. Savages bring it down. It's going to be Cawthron driving the paint. Cawthron pulls up from the corner, shoots. Rebound comes down and is pulled down by Killip. Now it's the Lady Knights working against Glasson. Glasson gets nice job cutting off that baseline by Jackson Glasson. Now try a little screen, and it's inside, and they try to kick it back outside. A little too hard on the pass. Looked like the I think that was Hargrove they were trying to get it to, and she was collapsed down upon by both Cawthron and Glasson. Lady Savage basketball still scoreless. Here's a 3-pointer from outside, in and out. No good. The rebound put back good by Tyson Woolsey. Lady Savages draw first blood 2-0 at the 7-minute mark of the first period. And here's the give and go. No good. Controlled around the outside by Hewitt, and the ball stolen. Here comes Cawthron on the easy lay-in, and she gets on the board quickly, and they're going to call timeout. Timeout on the floor. Lady Savages lead 4-0. We'll take a quick break as well, have a word from our sponsors, and be right back. You're watching Pregame Savage Basketball on the Pregame Network. See you in 15.
Some of these things are too rough, too painful to talk about. This piece of art is my voice. For me, using my art as medicine. It really invokes emotion, and it really brings people together.
See and share our stories at togetherwe'remore.com.
Well, welcome back. Lady Savages managed to put points on the board, but most impressive thing so far is the defense they are playing, is they are not allowing any easy shots and kind of have this productive Lady Knight offense stymied. Lady Knight's going to try to do something about that. Now they're working against Woolsey out at the perimeter. And look how closely they're guarded. This is stolen by Cawthron. Cawthron one-on-one, and it's Cawthron with the lay-in. Jalen Cawthron elevates. She now has 4 points. Lady Savages have 6. They lead 6-0. Here's Hewitt. Hewitt tries, nice pass down in the paint, but then it might have been partially blocked by Brantley, rebounded by Woolsey. Cawthorn behind the back, Cawthorn out on the wing, makes a move, drives down the baseline, kicks it back out. And now it's going to be Gaston working on the outside, gets it across to Brantley. Brantley feeds it into Woolsey, and now it's off the way. A beautiful assist by Haley Brantley. Woolsey gets her 4th point. Lady Savages 8-zip. That was a great pass by Brantley. Good job moving it around the perimeter until they found the open player in the paint. Out to Hewitt. Hewitt pulls up and shoots, and that is good. Hewitt with a dead-eye 3. She gets the Knights on the board. That's a good-looking shot with a high arch, and that's what you're going to need against this defense. And that's a tip, as it was attempted pass by Cawthorn, blocked and then stolen. Momentum now with the Lady Knights as they bring it up court, getting it back out to Hewitt. Hewitt with a hot hand hit that 3 earlier. She's driving inside, and Tyson Woolsey is going to stop her drive. That might have been a foul on Tyson. I believe it was. Her first of any. But it was in the act of shooting, so that's going to send the Lady Knights to the line. They trail by 5:15 left, first period. Here's the shot. It's up, rattles around, then falls out. No good. Hewitt being encouraged by her teammates. Looks like it's Gonzalez in for the Lady Knights. Second shot up, and that was rebounded. Pulled down by Cawthorn. Cawthorn pushes it up the floor quickly. Cawthorn driving a 3. Wow. Cawthorn coast to coast. Lays it off the glass and in. Jalen Cawthorn with 6. Lady Savages back up by 7. Out to Hewitt on the perimeter. Throws it out to Gonzalez out on the perimeter. Wow, she tries to get past Glasson and throws it away. Or sorry, that was actually Gaston on the defensive work. Now it's going to be passed to Cawthorn at midpoint from Woolsey. Another good defensive stand by Broken Bow. Pass inside Woolsey. Nice under. Missed it. Good job. And she is amidst 4 black jerseys. Could not make it fall. Nice job going back under the hoop, but couldn't get it to lay in from the opposite side. Now it's Lady Knights down, driving around, looking for an open shot on the perimeter. Now driving inside. It's Strolin, taken away. It's Cawthorn going coast to coast. Cawthorn weaves in between 2 defenders, lays it off and gets the foul. Jalen Cawthorn with her 8th point, 4th bucket of this contest. Her team now up by 9. She could get it into double figures from the free throw line. And again, the Lady Knights, and frankly, no one else I've seen has an answer for Jalen Cawthorn. She is tremendous, and you can see why the Savage fans and coaching staff are so excited about the potential for this Savage team. Free throw is good. Broken Bow back up by 10, 13-3. Cawthorn now has 9 points. 4:08 still left, first period. Here's a, long 3, and it hits the front of the rim. And a good hustle as Glasson gets over there and blocks out any attempt to save it by center point. Here comes Cawthorn bringing up the basketball. Cawthorn out the corner. Here's a 3 on the way, just off, and they go rebound inside and put back high off the glass and in by Brantley. That was nice. Second chance points by the Savages. Brantley adds her name to the scoring list. Now it's outside to Hewitt. And now actually a travel prior to getting the ball to Hewitt from Hargrove, and that's going to give the Lady Savages back the basketball. Gaston into Cawthorn, and she'll bring it up the floor. Cawthorn at near the top of the key, kicks it out in the corner to Brantley. Brantley feeds it a little bit high on the inside pass, or either miscommunication between her and Woolsey. Turnover. Here come the Lady Knights. Behind the back dribble. Good job cutting it off by Cawthorn, and now stolen by Glasson. Glasson deflects it into the hands. Nice pass down to Glasson, and she goes to the floor with 2 Lady Knights. That's a nice pass. I'm not sure. I think that was I couldn't tell if that was Gaston on the outside or Brantley got it inside, but it's going to be a Lady Savages basketball anyway. Feet inside, turn around. Woolsey can't get it to go. Gets her own rebound, throws it up, draws the foul. That'll send her to the free throw line. Tyson Woolsey, very dominant in the paint. You see why. She can elevate, and she is so quick. Uses her height. I think obviously you play for Team Trey Young. You're going to get some skills and play against some strong opponents, and she's learned how to use that body and position herself where as soon as the ball leaves her hand, she gets in position for the rebound, watches it, and gets second chance points or draws the foul as she did there. First free throw was good. Now it's 5 points. 17-3 is your score. 2:50 left, first period. Ball out to Cook. And thrown down in the corner to Killip. Oh, long three-pointer. And that's a great rebound by Jackson Glasson. Elevated and got it right at the free throw line. And now it's out to Brantley. Brantley makes a baseline move. Brantley throwing it off the glass. No good. Rebound inside. Putback is good. Tyson Woolsey. And you see the Lady Savage offense is a juggernaut. 19 points thus far. Still over 2 minutes left to go in the first period. And going inside, feed inside, and again, that's a strip. As it was either Woolsey or Cawthron got a hand on it. Get it to Cawthron. Cawthron lays it off the glass and in. Coast to coast. Cawthron now in double figures. She has 11 of the 21 points her team has put up. Brantley defensive. But here's a three-pointer. That one looks a little high, I was going to say, and that's another rebound, the same spot by Jackson Glasson. Good job going up and getting a long rebound. Here's Cawthron from three. Cawthron off the bracket. Rebounded inside by Killip. And timeout. Timeout on the floor. Lady Savages completely in control thus far. 21-3. 1:27 still left in this first period. We'll take a quick break, have a word from our sponsor, be right back. You're watching Brokovo Savage Basketball on the Brokovo Network.
Experience the charm of downtown Broken Bow and discover a wide variety of newly opened shops, tantalizing dining experiences, and an inviting lounge waiting to be explored. Whether you're shopping for unique finds, getting in a quick workout or sauna, or soaking in the lively atmosphere with some ice cream, our downtown area has everything you crave, completely revitalized. Embrace the excitement and let the heart of the community sweep you off your feet. Visit us today and ignite your senses in downtown Broken Bow.
Lady Savages playing stout defense here. Long three. Wow, right through the bottom of the net. That is another great shot by Hewitt. And there's a attempt to steal the basketball by Hargrove. Good hustle. Doesn't come down with it, however, and so that's going to have the Lady Savages inbounding. Cawthron feeds it inside to Woolsey. Now she's quickly double teamed. And that might have been what they talked about in that break, is let's not let her, it fades down inside. Gaston kicks it back out to Rogers. Now back out for the three. Off the rim, no good. Oh, another putback. That one also not good. A rebound by Cawthron inside. Shot no good. Here comes Hewitt bringing it up the court quickly. And that was going to be a moving screen. I think that may be a foul against Smith. Let's see. Smith and Cawthron collided, but I think that's actually on Cawthron. As I say, they were both moving and collided, so that's number 2 on Cawthron, I believe. Ball brought out by Hargrove. Back to Smith, and a shot by Hargrove. No good, falls into the hands of Cawthron. Oh, a full court path down to Rayleigh Gaston, and she lays it in off the rim. Beautiful assist, nice finish by Rayleigh Gaston. Gaston becomes the 4th Lady Savage to put points on the board. So Lady Savage at 23, they lead by 17. 5 seconds left. You're going to see a shot at the buzzer. Maybe there's 1 second left. They better shoot it. Hargrove gets it off, and that was well defended as Gaston was right in her face. Lady Savages lead 23-6. And they are hitting on all cylinders. I'm going to stay right here during this break as let's see the Pregame Savage Band playing here at the corner of the cheerleaders. Again, some of the cheerleaders, actually, if you followed them on the Savage Facebook page, Bromo Public Schools Facebook page, went to Pearl Harbor. A nice trip out to Hawaii, especially this time of year. It is 25 degrees this morning, but it is hot in this gym, and not overly hot, but the Lady Savages certainly have the hot hand shooting as they really put it on in that first period. Look at back scoring. Jalen Cawthorn already in double figures. She has 11. Looks like Tyson Woolsey just on the brink with 8. And then Rayleigh Gaston and Haley Brantley with 2 each. And that adds up to 23, or so I hope. That's not the official tally, but again, Cawthorn put up 15 points against DeKalb in the first half and already has put up 11 against Centerpoint in the first period. Lady Knights will inbound to start off the second period. It's going to be Smith doing the honors. Into Cook. And fighting inside, Cook looking to take a shot, has a face full of Katie Rogers. Here's a long three-pointer, another high arch shot. Had to get it over Cawthorn. It goes out of bounds, and that would be Lady Savage basketball. Again, this is a good Centerpoint team. They've only lost one game. They're 5-1. But I think this is probably the best defense that they have seen thus far this season in the Lady Savages. Glasson working it over to Rogers down in the corner, and then a high arching pass, and that's going to be out of bounds. Cawthorn trying to get it into Woolsey. Pretty well defended, as I didn't get the number, but one of the Centerpoint plays. Oh, nice feed. Oh, just rolled a little off the rim, but that was a good feed to Katie Rogers. Going a little too fast, and had to come over the front, and there's a foul by Cawthorn. That's going to be Cawthorn's, I believe. Second personal by Cawthorn. And again, if you had this change came in last year, but if you're not used to seeing, if you obviously look at the scoreboard there in your upper right corner, they reset the team fouls every period. So it's no longer 5 per half before you get in the bonus, but there is no more 1-and-1. Once you get to the line on fouls, you're shooting 2. I welcome that change, as it was kind of confusing and hard to keep track of those 1-and-1s. And there's a little errant pass or errant communication by Centerpoint. Ball goes out of bounds and will belong to the Lady Savages. Neither team in foul trouble. Cawthorn with 2, and that's it. Here's Glasson. Oh, nice job drawing off the protection. Now it's going to be a jumper off the glass. Haley Brantley took it from the outside perimeter. Nice forward. Sugg also hit it really high off the glass to get it to go through the net. So, and Haley Brantley, of course, displaying some incredible quickness. Here's a three-pointer on the other end. The ball comes down into the hands of Brantley, and she hustles to get the rebound. And she's going to bring it up court. Oh, finds Glasson on the perimeter. Glasson pulls it up and gets double-teamed, looking for some help, and she's going to have trouble getting rid of the basketball. They have to call timeout. That was a good defensive reaction by Centerpoint. So timeout on the floor. We'll stay right here. Talk over what we're seeing. 6:16 left in this first half, and it's been, as I said, it's been all broken boom, both offensively and defensively. As Lady Savages, again, you look at the two sophomores and 3 seniors starters on the floor. That's a lot of accumulated experience there in multiple sports. And so Lady Savages will inbound it. Be Cawthron. Cawthron also a member of that Lady Savage softball team. Oh, in and out, rattled. It was Gaston, and it was there inside the rim, but did not have the right spin and rattles out. Rebounded by Center Point. Here's Smith working against Glasson. Kicks it out. Now it's brought back inside. Good job cutting the lane off that time by Glasson. Man, Jackson Glasson again right there at the top of the key. Now it's Woolsey defensively, and that altered that shot. A little. I don't think that came down on Rayleigh Gaston's shoulder. I don't think it hit the rim. I think it just came off the glass, and she's waiting for it to bounce back up and just came back down at her. But Lady Savages wind up with it. Brantley to bring up the basketball. And Brantley to Cawthron. Cawthron driving the lane. Cawthron elevates and does not fall for her. Rebound inside, and I think good job reacting as the Lady Savages quickly got back on defense. That's going to be Hewitt out to, I think that is Smith. Now back to Hewitt. And loses the handle on the basketball. It hits the floor and then takes a bounce. Oh, good deflection by Gaston. Winds up in the hands of Glasson. And now the Lady Savages have a 3-on-2 break. Out to Gaston. Gaston from three. Tipped on the rebound. Brought down by Cawthron on the other side. Cawthron feeds it out to Brantley. Brantley from three. Brantley buries it in the bottom of the net. Haley Brantley. Lady Savages now up by 22 on the Brantley tray. Glasson hounding Smith in her back pocket now. Drive inside, and that was a block. A block and almost a steal by Woolsey. Oh, nice behind the back dribble, and then just can't get the shot to fall. Rebound by Brantley. Brantley full court pass to Cawthron. Cawthron one-on-one. Cawthron with the scoop does not fall. And that may be a foul on Glasson. Might have just knocked it out of bounds. Let's see. That was a foul on Glasson, her first. Second team foul of this period for the Lady Savages. Rogers comes in. Gaston goes out for Broken Bow. That's a double dribble as that Smith took a one step too many as she tried to, or sorry, that was not Smith. That was actually number 12. That was Gonzalez, but working against Jackson Glasson, and Glasson is super quick. Thought she'd get her on the stutter step, and instead the adjustment by Glasson caused the double dribble and created a turnover. Now it's going to be Brantley out and Genesis Smith in for Broken Bow. Smith to Glasson. Glasson takes it to the top of the key, double team, then gets it out to Rogers. Rogers driving in the paint. Rogers lays it off the glass and draws the foul. That'll send Katie Rogers to the free throw line with 3:56 left in the half. Katie Rogers, also a tremendous athlete, competed in the long jump for the Savages as a freshman. Started on this basketball team last year. And that's in and out. No good. Score remains 28-6. Second shot's up, and this one finds purchase, as they say. Katie Rogers becomes the fifth Lady Savages to put points on the board. They're now 29-6. And here's Glasson working against Smith. In their face. Now it's out on the perimeter to Buffalo. And then to Gonzalez. Gonzalez working against Rogers. Rogers out there. The Lady Savages are not giving up that perimeter. They have a little screen that time, and it works. That's a nice three-point shot. Buffalo. It's a trade, one of the few good looks. And here's Rogers feeding it into Tyson Woolsey, and she elevates, draws the foul, and that's going to send her to the free throw line. Nice feed. As Rogers had it at the perimeter, took a one dribble and then a hop with the quick dish. Results in another trip to Broken Bow to the free throw line. Woolsey's first shot a little off the mark. Falls no good. Lady Savages lead by 20, 29-9. Still about just a little over halfway through this second period. Still 3:19 left to play in the first half. Woolsey's second free throw also a little off the mark. Rebound tipped by Cawthron, but into the hands of Killip. And now they're working down Gonzalez in the corner, and that's another foul called against Broken. I think that may be the second one on Rogers. Let's see. It is on Rogers. Well, the scoreboard says it's her first, so I'm going to go with that. Third team foul by the Lady Savages in this period. Here's a long three. Wow, that was way downtown and not far enough. Rebound again by Woolsey. Here's Rogers. Rogers has a clean path to the bucket and lays it in. At about half court, Rogers saw that gap open up in that black paint, took a couple of long strides and then elevated. Good instincts and reaction. And here's another three from another that one. Oh, wow, that is again, that's Jackson Glasson going hard to paint. She gets back up, and that's going to be a foul on the Lady Knights. Smith, her first. Third team foul of the second period on the Lady Knights. And the Lady Savages each have three. Here's Smith working, gets a ball hand in, now feeds it into Woolsey from the outside. Woolsey shot a little over the mark, actually way over the mark. Brought down by Gonzalez. Kicks it out, three-pointer on the way from Smith. Off the rim, rebound inside by Skelton. Now out to Gaston. Gaston back to Skelton. Oh, tried to feed it in on a one-touch pass, but either miscommunication or just a bad decision. Not sure which, but it winds up in the hands of Center Point. Now it's a drive down the baseline and almost blocked by, good job getting your own rebound. That was a great effort by Hewitt as Tyson Woolsey came up and had an arm right there in the path, and she had to adjust that first shot. Managed to get her own rebound, though, and draw the foul. And so that's going to be Avery Skelton's first. Lady Savage's fourth. It wasn't the active shooting since her the line. She gets her team into double figures. Hewitt now with 4 points, I believe. A tray and a free throw. 1:43 left, first half. Second shot by Hewitt up. And this one is, great rebound. Rayleigh Gaston went in there and took it away from a defender. And, nice feed inside, and then it's kicked back out. Haley Brantley, good look from outside, and hits the floor. Brantley hustles over, can't get to it. Now it's going to be Brantley and Gaston double teaming down low. Now it's inside, and it's another block by Tyson Woolsey. That's her second or third of this game. Pass, that's a foul. Trying to get it out. Gaston trying to get it to Genesis Smith, and it looked like it was Hewitt that went out after the ball, but also got maybe that wasn't a foul. It was they just blew the whistle because it went out of bounds. Didn't call the foul. Not that I'm saying there was a foul, but Cawthron back in the game for this last minute 10. Again, she had 11 points in the first period, and Lady Savages content to slow it down until they draw some guarding at least. And now it's Cawthron working against Smith. Cawthron behind the back. Cawthron kicks it out to Glasson, who gets it over the corner to Brantley, who gets it to Woolsey, and then that's going to draw the foul, and that'll send Tyson Woolsey back to the free throw line. That may be the third one on, that might have been on Hewitt. No, that actually was on Cook, and it is her third. That's going to be the fourth team foul on Center Point. Four team fouls apiece for each of these teams. Next foul in period sends the other team to the free throw line. Lady Savages lose the ball. 36 seconds left in the half. Centerport trail by 21, trying to narrow that. And that's a dribble inside. Scoops it and lays it off the glass. Another rebound by Woolsey. Quickly to Cawthron. 25 seconds left. Lady Savages may hold this for the final shot of this half. Looks like that's exactly what they're going to do unless they see a gap in the defense. It's Cawthron. And look, Cawthron dribbling with both hands, and Cawthron lays it off. Wow, that was partially blocked. Got her own rebound, fighting for it. Now 6 seconds left. Center Point has it. Going to have a shot launched at the buzzer by Smith. Does not make it in. That's going to do it for one half of play. And slowed it way down at the end of that second period. But Lady Savage is off to a huge hot start. They lead 31-10 at halftime. Well, as a Savage band plays, cheerleaders dance, a lot to cheer about here. We're going to take a quick break, have some words from our partners, and then be back with a little halftime analysis. You're watching Broken Bow's Savage Basketball on the Broken Bow Network. See you in a couple of minutes.
At McCurtain County National Bank, we are continually seeking ways to meet the changing needs of our customers. We offer a full range of services such as free checking, online and mobile banking, as well as great rates on cabin and construction loans. We're providing results through better service while giving you a greater value for your dollar. Visit us on the web at mcnbonline.com. McCurtain County National Bank in Idabel, Broken Bow, Hochatown, and Valiant.
When I share my story, it's about more than building an inspirational space for artists. I represent the creative spirit of the nation, the Choctaw Nation. I am our history.
I am our culture.
I am our vision.
I am all of us.
Because our stories make us more.
Oh no, are you okay, Mike?
Yeah, got a pretty big fender bender here.
Don't worry, State Farm's got you covered.
That's great to hear. Robin, what's going on?
We're gonna get you a tow truck, Mike.
Thank you. Real fender bender going on. Fender bender. Fender bender. Fender bender. Fender bender. Everybody remain calm. No reason to panic.
Go with the one that's here to help life go right.
Jennifer Broadus, State Farm Insurance. Visit our new location at 1605 South Park Drive, 580-584-9184.
Not just kind of. That set the tone. And Cawthron's 11 points in the first period got the Savages off to a big lead. Woolsey also. But again, one of the most impressive things about this team, they have the scoring at the other end, but it's defense. Did not give the Lady Knights any even decent looks at the basket until well into the second period. Just smothering defense. Not allowing anything in the paint. Not allowing a good look from the perimeter. Jackson Glassett out there really gassed it in the face of the three-point shooters. And so, really, you don't get, if somebody doesn't give you any good looks from defense and has a unstoppable offense, you may be in trouble. As Lady Savages have shown that they can control this basketball game. And again, they're really not much answer. Jalen Cawthron set out most of the second period. Just a stellar sophomore. And so as a result, the Lady Savages lead by 21, 31-10. We're going to take a quick break. Have you see the boys? Yeah, that's some of the boys' basketball team members, along with some fans and managers over there. Future current Savages on the lower level, but future Savages as they're excited. And again, after this one, we have the boys' game, which again will feature Graydon Howe, a stellar sophomore, as he plays his first game for the Broken Bow Savages as a sophomore, following a great stint as the Savage quarterback. Anyway, we're about to see the clock there. We're about still 5.5 minutes out, so we'll take a quick halftime break and be back. You're watching Rokobo Savage Basketball on the Broken Bow Network. See you in 5. Okay, we're out. I'm looking for that halftime music.
This is my time.
Yeah,
I'm
we're
on the
running.
rise. Can't hold me down, I'm too fly. This is my time. Ready to shine, brighter than all of the lights. 'Cause when it's game time, seconds away and the game's on the line. There ain't no doubt in my mind. Beating the buzzer like, this is my time. This is my moment. You better bet that I'm on it. Ready and set, I'ma own it. Blast it to 10, then keep going. There ain't no coasting, I never settle, don't play. Putting the kettle to flame. I go 100 all day. Foot on the pedal, no brakes. 10, 9, paid all my dues, waited in line. 8, 7, now it's about time that I take mine. 6, 5, king of the jungle, heart of a lion. 4, 3, 2, 1, watch out, here I come. This is my time, I'm on the rise. Can't hold me down, I'm too fly. This is my time, ready to shine, brighter than all of the lights. 'Cause when it's game time, seconds away and the game's on the line. There ain't no doubt in my mind. Beating the buzzer like, this is my time. This is my time. This is my shot clock goes tick-tock. Haters wish that I slip. No, I don't miss. MJ all hits. Watch me pop off, I'm the king now. Moonwalk to the ring now. Keep on wondering how. Let that choir sing now. 10, 9, paid all my dues, waited in line. 8, 7, now it's about time that I take mine. 6, 5, king of the jungle, heart of a lion. 4, 3, 2, 1, watch out, here I come. This is my time, I'm on the rise. Can't hold me down, I'm too fly. This is my time, ready to shine, brighter than all of the lights. 'Cause when it's game time, seconds away and the game's on the line. There ain't no doubt in my mind. Beating the buzzer like, this is my time. This is my time. This is my time. Well, I guess we need to now, so hang on. All right. You ready?
Yeah. All right, we're coming back. Welcome back. Lady Savages, again, start off this second half with a 21-point lead and the basketball. Quickly, it's Gaston. Gets it into Cawthron, and then over inside to Woolsey. Woolsey triple teamed, and now kicks it back out to Glasson. Glasson drives, looking for an open player. Gets it to Cawthron. Cawthron for three. Cawthron, no good. Rebound center point. They have the basketball. Going back the other way, it's going to be Smith. And, oh, wow. A save, but winds up in the hands of the Lady Savage, and then looked like Tyson Woolsey got a hand on it, but knocked it out of bounds, and so we back to the Lady Knights. They will inbound. Long inbound pass to the top of the key. Momentarily thought about shooting a tray, and then decided not to. Now it's a trap over in the corner. It's going to be Gaston with a takeaway. Tie ball. Possession arrow is in favor of Center Point. Quick hands by Rayleigh Gaston. Won't get the basketball back, but will switch that possession arrow as Center Point inbounds it. Inbound and then a give back as Smith works around. Long three-pointer, high arching shot right through the bottom of the net. Man, that was I'll tell you, J.C. Smith, and that's what it's going to take against this team because they are guarding in your face the perimeter. But Smith, nice start for the second half for Center Point as she drills it from three. And Lady Savages turn over the basketball. It's coming back the other way. Long pass to Smith out in the corner, and she has Jackson Glasson right in front of her. And looked like Haley Brantley swiped at that basketball and got a hand on it. Winds up still back in the hands. Here's a long inbound pass, and that is rare. But it is rebounded by Tyson Woolsey. I'm not keeping track of Woolsey's rebounds, but she's got to be in double figures now, rebound-wise. Here's Gaston working around the perimeter. Gaston kicks it out to an open, well, temporarily open, Jackson Glasson. And now it's a three-pointer on the way. High rebound. And it comes down in the hands of Center Point. Now it's going to be Smith. Smith's trying to drive the lane, and wow, that was good reaction by Jackson Glasson to get down there and collapse inside. Three-pointer no good. Glasson with the rebound, pushing it up to 4. 3-on-3 break. It's going to be Glasson kicking out to the side, to the corner. It's going to be Gaston from the corner. Long rebound, and wow, Cawthron went down hard. And her feet out, it came out from under her on that rebound. Going back the other way. It's going to be a pass, and Woolsey almost got the block, but that's a 5-0 run to start off this second half, and the Lady Savage is going to call timeout and talk things over. They don't like the way things are starting off in the second half. We'll take a quick one as well. Have a word from our sponsor. We'll be right back. You're watching Lady Savage basketball on the Pregame Network.
At McCurtain County National Bank, we are continually seeking ways to meet the changing needs of our customers. We offer a full range of services such as free checking, online and mobile banking, as well as great rates on cabin and construction loans. We're providing results through better service while giving you a greater value for your dollar. Visit us on the web at mcnbonline.com. McCurtain County National Bank in Idabel, Broken Bow, Hochatown, and Valiant.
Lady Savages led 31-10. Coming out of the locker room, but have given up a 5-0 run to start the second half. They call timeout, talk things over, and now see what they can do as far as getting on the board themselves in the second half. Here's Glasson moving, picks up her dribble. Now needs a little help, gets it out to Brantley. Brantley brings it inside, shovel pass inside. Cawthron shot no good. Tipped by Woolsey, but into the hands of a waiting Lady Knight. And now there's a long three-pointer on the way, no good. Rebound once again by Woolsey. Long pass down to Cawthron, scoop and score. Cawthorn, her first points, and the Lady Savages' first points of this second half. Great pass, nice assist to get it down to Cawthorn alone under the basket. Lady Savages back up by 18. Here's a drive inside, kicks back out, shot by, I believe, Gonzalez. Long, but not actually a little too long. It hit the bracket and then went off the hands of maybe a Lady Savage. Yeah, they're going to call it out on Broken Bow, and that's going to be inbounded by Center Point. And long inbound pass. Gonzalez kicks it out, or that's Hargrove, sorry. And that's a three-pointer from the other side. Killip with her first score this game. That's Trey. And here comes Cawthorn driving the lane, lays it off the glass. Man, she hits the bucket. No foul call, but just elevation. Cawthorn with her second straight bucket. Lady Savages back up by 18. Lead 35-17. Jackson Glasson goes to the floor, attempting to get a steal. And draws that was Brantley that drew the foul. Okay. I thought it was Glasson on the floor, but Brantley drawing the foul. Which is good because that's Brantley's first foul. First team foul by either team this third period. And here's Brantley trying to get in the face of Hargrove. There's another three, and that one falls short and is rebounded by Cawthorn, and then she is fouled by, I believe, Hewitt. And that is going to be on Hewitt. That's her first. And so Lady Savages will inbound the basketball. Cawthorn throws it in to Glasson, and she'll bring it up. Glasson to Gaston. Gaston in the corner. Oh, nice pass from Gaston to Cawthorn. Shot's no good, but rebound again by Woolsey. And here's Brantley kicks it out. Now it's Jackson Glasson for three off the front of the rim. Fight for the rebound. Cawthorn gets it, and then she's fouled. And that'll send Jalen Cawthorn to the free throw line. Man, some precision passing by Broken Bow. Weren't able to get a couple of shots. I mean, keep in mind, they've taken about 4 shots at the bucket on this possession. Just a good job of getting their own rebound. Here's Cawthorn, and she drills that one. She now has 16 points. Her team almost, if she makes the second one, Lady Savages will be back up by 20. Tying their, and they do. I guess their biggest lead of the game was 31-10, was 21, so one shy of that now. Here's Smith working against Gaston. He gets it down the corner. That was almost blocked. That three-pointer goes across the rim and then rolls out of bounds and will be Lady Savage basketball. Here comes Cawthorn bringing it up the floor. Cawthorn working inside. Pulls up. Fall away shot at the free throw line. No good. Wow, was that in? Wow, Haley Brantley got in there, grabbed the basketball, I believe tied it up. And so with the possession arrow in Broken Bow's favor, that's going to give Broken Bow the basketball. That was a nice effort by Haley Brantley to get in there and tangle it up with one of the taller Center Point players. Now it's Glasson to Brantley. Brantley to Gaston. Gaston out down the corner, and now a nice feed inside Woolsey. Woolsey in the paint, and she's going to, I believe, draw the foul. And that's exactly what happened. That's a second foul on Hewitt. Third team foul on Center Point. Broken Bow will inbound quickly. Here's Glasson for three. Long rebound. Woolsey pulls it down, gets it out to Brantley. Brantley driving, feeds it into Cawthorn. Cawthorn off the glass, no good. Cawthorn gets her own rebound, but then it's knocked out of her hand. Going back the other way, and now it's the ball goes out of bounds off of, I believe, Glasson, but Jaxie and Rayleigh had the fast break bracketed there, not allowing her to go anywhere near the bucket, and so it goes off one of them out of bounds. Good hustle. And now Centerport will set up their offense. There's Cawthorn working, and Cawthorn got a hand in there. And, oh, man. As you see, Coach Toby Bean, not like he holds up his hand like, come on, that's not a foul. It was called on Cawthorn, though. That's her third. Second team foul on the Lady Savages. 2:28 left to play in this third period, 37-17. Broken Bow leads by 20. And, wow, there's a tangle as one of the Centerpoint players went to the floor, and I think tangled her feet up with Cawthron. And Jalen Cawthron picks up her fourth. They just got their feet tangled up. I don't know. Don't be saying that shouldn't be a foul, but that's a fourth foul on Cawthron, so she'll come out. Katie Rogers will come in, and Lady Savages will set up their defense as Centerpoint inbounds the basketball. Quickly inbounded. Hargrove. Now it's another three from outside. Wow. Hewitt just deadly from that range. And so back within 20. Here's Rogers to Glasson. Glasson avoids the tie-up. Gets the ball. Now she's double-teamed again and manages to get the ball back. Man, she is relentless, and she calls timeout. I believe that was from the bench, yelling to call a timeout. Timeout on the floor. We'll take one as well. Have a word from our sponsors. Be right back. You're watching the Broken Bow Lady Savages on the Broken Bow Network. See you in a minute.
Some of these things are too rough, too painful to talk about. This piece of art is my voice. For me, using my art as medicine. It really invokes emotion, and it really brings people together.
See and share our stories at togetherwe'remore.com.
Welcome back. Yeah, Lady Savages, again, they lead by 17 points, 37-20. But they're really not satisfied. The coaching staff obviously not satisfied with the play in the second half, as they were just dominant right off the bat in that first period. And you kind of like to come out of the locker room in a second in the second half and reestablish that dominance. And, really Centerpoint has played them well so far in this third period, holding their own. Again, a huge deficit to make up because of the excellent play by Broken Bow in that first half. But that's what the Lady Savages were talking about. Like, look, we have a tremendous lead over this team, but we need to put them away. Don't give them hope in this fourth period. And so now that's what they're looking to do. That's a pass inside from Rogers to Woolsey, then back out. Gaston loses the handle momentarily. Now it's Gaston to Rogers. Now it's Glasson. The moment thought about shooting and then draws the foul, and that's going to be the third foul on Hewitt. She got a leg into Jaxie Glasson. That is also the fourth team foul on the Lady Knights, and so get another one. That's going to send Broken Bow to the free throw line. Into the backcourt as Gaston brings it up, working against Hargrove. Now pass didn't quite get there, and now Brantley trying to get the ball back, and the ball's on the ground, and the Savages dive for it. So does Hewitt. Hewitt scoops it to a teammate, and now she drives this out. Oh, good job, Katie Rogers, of getting position. Rogers just takes the ball away. That was a great defensive play by Katie Rogers, and she brings the ball back down the court. Rogers kicks it out to Glasson, who feeds it inside to Woolsey. Woolsey feeds it out to Gaston. Gaston driving, and she does that. Mitch thought she should have got the foul on that, but she doesn't. It's knocked out of bounds by Centerpoint, and so Broken Bow will inbound it. Brantley goes out. Smith comes in for Broken Bow. Still 37-20, Lady Savages, with just under a minute left to play third period. Long inbound pass. Katie Rogers drives, feeds it over to Smith on the wing. Now Smith picks up her dribble, gets it back to Rogers. Rogers top of the key, out and down in the corner. And then a one-touch pass into Woolsey. Woolsey gets fouled before the shot, and so that's going to entice Woolsey to the free throw line. That's a 15 foul on the Lady Knights. The Lady Knights, I guess, of Brienne of Tar fame, perhaps. But 45 seconds left. Lady Savages lead by 17. And Woolsey's struggling a little from the line tonight. It's missed that one. Woolsey had 8 points in the first half. Scoreless thus far in second. Now she adds to it. 9. So she's 1 point away from a double-double. Also has about 4 or 5 blocks. Not sure about that first one, but great defense by Brookwood. Big dribble gets picked up, and now it's out in the corner. Got Woolsey in her face, and now it's going to be Oh, another long three-pointer. This was way too long. Hits the glass and then comes down the hands of Jaxie Glass in 21 seconds. Lots of time left. Or, sorry, Grayley Gaston with the basketball. And now it's thrown out to, and that's going to be a foul as Katie Rogers had the right to the ball. And it looked like Killip tried to cut inside her, and in doing so hit her in the hip. Or no, sorry, that was Hargrove the foul was called on. Well, no. PA had it wrong. That was Killip. That's her first. And first shot by Rogers is good. Her 4th point of the game. Lady Savage's 39th, and she could get them to 40, get back to a 20-point lead with this one, and she does. Nice concentration from the free throw line by Katie Rogers, and 14 seconds left. You might expect Hewitt to launch it from somewhere outside, way outside the perimeters. Now she's double teamed. Good defense by the Savages. Smith trying to drive, and now she's going to pick up a foul. Looks like that's going to be on Genesis Smith. Just the 4th foul, so not a shooting foul. With 3.8 seconds left, it's going to set up an inbound, and it looks like the Lady Knights are going to try to get the ball in and immediately shoot it. Let's see what happens here. Lady Savages looking to defend this. Long inbound, and that's the person they want shooting it. She launches it, and it's going to be short. Good job, Katie Rogers, getting there defensively for Broken Bow. Well, there's 8 minutes left to play. Lady Savages lead 40-20. We'll be back after these messages from our sponsors. You're watching Broken Bow Lady Savage basketball on the Broken Bow Network.
Oh, no. Are you okay, Mike?
Yeah, got a pretty big fender bender here.
Don't worry. State Farm's got you covered.
That's great to hear. Robin, what's going on?
We're going to get you a tow truck, Mike.
Thank you. Real fender bender going on. Fender bender. Fender bender. Fender bender. Fender bender. Everybody remain calm. No reason to panic.
Go with the one that's here to help life go right.
Check out the new location at 1605 South Park Drive for Jennifer Broaddus, State Farm Insurance.
Once again, thanks to Jennifer Broaddus, State Farm Insurance, and all of our partners this year. Really appreciate their sponsorship of Broken Bow Athletics and the Broken Bow live stream, as well as the post on Broken Bow Public Schools social media pages. Great year for the Savages. Also, check out that either Facebook and Instagram, as they have announced the all-district players, and a lot of the Broken Bow Savage football players on that. That released today. Final 8 minutes of the game. Oh, wow, that was blocked. The pass was partially blocked by Katie Rogers. As quickly a foul called on Broken Bow. It's going to be on Woolsey. That's her first. And here's a breakaway. It's going to be Gaston one-on-one. Gaston with the scoop. Does not get it. Oh, great rebound, though, inside by Smith. And then a turnaround jumper by Woolsey. Woolsey now, with that bucket, has a double-double. 11 points and at least that many rebounds. 7:30 left to play. Lady Savages, their largest lead of the game, 22 points, as they are up 42-20. So, yeah, they're going to have an inbound. That was a foul on Rogers. Just her second team foul, though. Just 31 seconds into this period. Three-pointer on the way. Wow, that's a bottom of the net. Drained it. Smith, I believe. Another three. See what a good three-point shooting team this, and here's a three-pointer the other way. That's really Gaston with the answer. Gaston with her first three of the game. As to a two-point bucket, she now has 5, and Lady Savages again up by 22, and there's a three-pointer that's way off the mark. But you see, I was going to say, you see what a good three-point shooting team Center Point is. It's just well scouted by Broken Bow. They do not allow them many good looks from outside that perimeter. Great defense by Broken Bow's girls tonight. There's a drive, and that's going to go out of bounds and be a turnover. So it'll be inbounded by Center Point. As it's going to be Gonzalez bringing it up. Working against Glass, and now Sheila releases it from three. Wow, that's a second one. Man, again, I mentioned what a good three-point shooting team they are, and they have gotten hot here in this fourth period. Back inside 20 points, 19-point lead for Broken Bow. Oh, good feed inside as Gaston gets it down to Woolsey in the paint, low. The ball stripped there off the dribble, and here come the Lady Knights. Hewitt drives down. Hewitt lays it off the glass and in. Hewitt now in double figures. She has 10. Gets her team back to a 17-point deficit. And Brokobo content to slow things down a little. It's Rogers down to Gaston. Gaston drives the baseline, and Gaston draws the foul, and that's going to send Rayleigh Gaston to the free throw line. Good recognition by the senior as she saw that open lane. Realized that she would either have an easy lay-in or somebody would have to foul her, and Center Point opted for that second option, and so that's going to send Rayleigh to the free throw line with 5:46 left. First shot up, swish. Gaston gets the Savages back to an 18-point lead. Chance to make it 19 with his second shot. And she does. Perfect night from the line for Rayleigh Gaston thus far, 2 for 2. Lady Savages now back to a 19-point lead with 5:42 left. Here comes Gonzalez working against Glasson. Out to the wing to Hewitt. Hewitt tries to get off, actually tried to get a pick as they tried to pick Katie Rogers, and she slipped past it. Forced the ball out of bounds. Nice adjustment. Inbound. And it's going to be Rogers to Gaston. Gaston going to the top of the key. Gaston drives, kicks it back out. Three-point shot on the way, off the front of the rim by Smith. And now it's a rebound by Gonzalez. Gonzalez working against Rogers, and Rogers going to run back into the defensive setup and get on the perimeter. Now it's Glasson working on the outside against Buffalo. Back to Hewitt. Hewitt, now it's Glasson working on Hewitt. And they try to pick Glasson. She gets past that one. And that's back to Gonzalez. Gonzalez drilled that tray earlier. Second to the last trip before last down the court. Last trip they turned it over. And now it's down the corner to Gonzalez. Pulls up, and it's off the front of the rim, onto the floor, and into the hands of Woolsey. I think Woolsey has about 20 rebounds already in a double-double. Here's a spin move, and, half a spin move as it was cut off. Good job holding on to the basketball by Rogers. Now back to Glasson. 4.5 minutes left. Lady Savages trying to get back up over 20. I should say over a 20-point lead. They lead 47-28. Would like to get that 19-point lead over 20. Oh, wow. Break on the ball by Hewitt, but knocks it out of bounds. Intended for Rogers, and she will inbound. 4:17 left in this game. Unless something drastic happens, looks like Lady Savage is going to advance to 2-0, undefeated in the season against a very good as I mentioned, a 5-1 Center Point squad. And just Lady Savages defensively have shut out this team tonight. Here's Woolsey, quadruple teamed, and she manages to spin out of it. 4-on-1. Tyson Woolsey wins that battle. Wow. Tremendous job by the sophomore center. And Lady Savages now back up by 21. Here's Hewitt working against Rogers, and it spins it in. Oh, wow. Rayleigh Gaston knocked the ball loose. Back out to Gonzalez, and then back to Hewitt. They are not going to let Gonzalez or Hewitt have a look even from 5 yards behind that perimeter as you got Jackson Glasson in her back pocket. And here's Hewitt on. Well, she pulls it up and shoots it. And goes off the extended arm of Glasson into the hands of Rayleigh Gaston. And so Rayleigh brings it across the court, and there's 3:20 left, and they're going to slow things down. Gaston working up the side in front of the Savage bench. Now it's down to Glasson, into Rogers, who gets it into Woolsey, and Woolsey is, I believe, fouled, and that's going to send Tyson, well, maybe not. No, that's just third team foul. That's on Gonzalez, her first, third team foul, so it will be inbounded by the Lady Savages. Probably actually beneficial to Broken Bow. 3:12 left. They'd like to just run some time off the clock. Desperation time for Center Point. They're going to be going after the ball. Here's Rogers from three. Nope. Oh, great rebound. Cawthron back in the game. Pulls it down. Now it's Woolsey with the putback on the other side. Misses that one. And so Savage has got 2 offensive boards, but unable to get the putback. Now it's going to be the Lady Knights. And again, here's Hewitt. She'll shoot it from there. And they do get a nice pick on Rogers, but then it's stolen by Rogers off the pass. I think Woolsey might have deflected that. Rogers off the hands. Cawthron saves it somehow, and then it goes off the hands. That's a fantastic save as Cawthron. I don't even know if she was looking at the basketball, just kind of used the force since where it was, swatted it back into play as she went into the Savage cheerleaders over there. So Broken Bow retains possession as it goes off the hands of a Lady Knight, and the ball will be inbounded by Rogers. Here's Brantley. And Brantley working, picks up her dribble, gets that out to Rogers. Rogers goes down the corner, feeds it inside to Woolsey. Woolsey turns around, lays it up, no good, off the bottom or side of the rim. Picked up by Gonzalez. Gonzalez will shoot it from way behind that perimeter. And now it's out to Hewitt, guarded by Rogers. Good reaction. They kick it out to Hargrove. Hargrove's high arching shot hits the glass, the rim, and then into the hands of Woolsey. That may be Woolsey's 23rd, 24th, 25th rebound. Not sure, but certainly has quite a few. Here's Smith. Smith driving the lane. Smith sees the gap and then gets the ball either. It might have been partially tipped or came off her knee, not sure which, into the hands of Hewitt. Hewitt looks to drive the lane. Hewitt. And good defensive move by Rogers going up with Hewitt to prevent an easy look at the bucket. Lady Savage's rebound. Smith with the basketball. Gets it in the corner to Brantley. Brantley working against Gonzalez. Brantley will bring it out, pick up her dribble, get it out to Smith. Smith to Rogers. Rogers working inside. Rogers in the paint, lays it up, and then that might have actually been intended as a pass to Woolsey. Not sure if that was a shot that was too low or if Rogers intended to get it to Woolsey. Either way, it wound up in Tyson's hands. She draws the foul, and she will go to the line. That foul, by the way, is the 4th on Hewitt. Just a minute 18 left, so a little bit academic now. As Woolsey, wow, unkind rim as that ball spun about 280 degrees around the inside of the rim and then kicked back out. No good. Lady Savages still lead by 21, 49-50. Looking to get to the half-century mark here. Tyson Woolsey can put them there with his 2nd free throw. Again, we talk about how you look at, there's a lot to improve on for this team. Shooting at the free throw line, some other, as a round of applause. As Brantley and Rogers Cawthron check out. But you look at what you can improve on. But, again, this is a team that leading a good centerboard team by 21 points. So you're always looking to improve, but it shows how good this Broken Bow girls basketball team is. There's a whistle as like there was a drive by center point. Actually, that was a whistle because there was a foul. That's going to be on Tomlinson, her first. Ball will be inbounded by center point. 1:06 left to play. And look like, I think Bonds might have got a hand on that one. That's inbounded. Lady Knights looking to drive. That gets cut off outside to the perimeter and drives inside. Good open shot off the glass. No good rebound. Putback is also no good. Fight for the rebound. Winds up in the hands of Anna. Now coming back down. It's going to be Griffin with a basketball. Kicks it to Anna. Back to the corner and then outside, Griffin's three-pointer. Griffin drills it from 3 downtown. Anaya Griffin gets the Lady Savages past the half-century mark. 52-28, 23 seconds left. Here's a long two-point shot. Fight for the rebound as Lady Savages go to the ground and then travel. So that's going to get the ball back in the hands of the Lady Knights. And again, basketball, again, not even close. Lady Savages dominated in the first period and have maintained that lead throughout the remaining 3 periods of this basketball game. As a little bit errant on the pass, goes out of bounds with 8.1 seconds left. But again, Bromo's up by 24, and going to win by probably at least 20. And here's Griffin with a steal. Griffin with 1 second left, launches it, and it hits the top of the rim. Anaya Griffin with some fireworks at the end, though, with the drills a 3 and gets a steal. Lady Savages win going away, 52-28. Well played. They advance to 2-0. We'll be back tomorrow night for the Lady Savages' second game of this Savage Classic. They take on a good DeQueen team, a team that beat them in the Savage Classic last year. So watch that matchup. We'll take a quick break, but we will be back with the debut of the 2024-25 Savage boys basketball team featuring sophomore phenom Graydon Howe. Take a quick break. Again, congratulations to the Lady Savages on a big win as they remain undefeated. We'll see you in about 8 minutes.
At McCurtain County National Bank, we are continually seeking ways to meet the changing needs of our customers. We offer a full range of services such as free checking, online and mobile banking, as well as great rates on cabin and construction loans. We're providing results through better service while giving you a greater value for your dollar. Visit us on the web at mcnbonline.com. McCurtain County National Bank in Idabel, Broken Bow, Hochatown, and Valiant.
When I share my story, it's about more than building an inspirational space for artists. I represent the creative spirit of the nation, the Choctaw Nation. I am our history.
I am our culture.
I am our vision.
I am
all of us. Because our stories make us more.
Oh no, are you okay, Mike?
Yeah, got a pretty big fender bender here.
Don't worry, State Farm's got you covered.
That's great to hear. Robin, what's going on?
We're gonna get you a tow truck, Mike.
Thank you. Real fender bender going on here. Fender bender. Fender bender. Fender bender. Fender bender. Everybody remain calm. No reason to panic.
Go with the one that's here to help life go right.
Jennifer Broaddus, State Farm Insurance. Visit our new location at 1605 South Park Drive, 580-584-9184.
This is my time. I'm on the rise, can't hold me down, I'm too fly. This is my time. Ready to shine, brighter than all of the lights. 'Cause when it's game time, seconds away and the game's on the line. There ain't no doubt in my mind. Beating the buzzer like, this is my time. This is my moment. You better bet that I'm on it. Ready and set, I'ma own it. Blast it to 10, then keep going. There ain't no coasting, I never settle, don't play. Putting the kettle to flame. I go 100 all day. Foot on the pedal, no brakes. 10, 9, paid all my dues, waited in line. 8, 7, now it's about time that I take mine. 6, 5, king of the jungle, heart of a lion. 4, 3, 2, 1, watch out, here I come. This is my time. I'm on the rise, can't hold me down, I'm too fly. This is my time. Ready to shine, brighter than all of the lights. 'Cause when it's game time, seconds away and the game's on the line. There ain't no doubt in my mind. Beating the buzzer like, this is my time. This is my time. This is my shot clock goes tick-tock. Haters wish that I slip. No, I don't miss. MJ all hits. Watch me pop off, I'm the king now. Moonwalk to the ring now. Keep on wondering how. Let that choir sing now. 10, 9, paid all my dues, waited in line. 8, 7, now it's about time that I take mine. 6, 5, king of the jungle, heart of a lion. 4, 3, 2, 1, watch out, here I come. This is my time. I'm on the rise, can't hold me down, I'm too fly. This is my time. Ready to shine, brighter than all of the lights. 'Cause when it's game time, seconds away and the game's on the line. There ain't no doubt in my mind. Beating the buzzer like, this is my time. This is my time. This is my time. Welcome or welcome back, depending on if you joined us for the Lady Savages blowout victory over Center Point earlier. Savages taking on the Center Point Knights, and should be another exciting basketball game. And again, the Knights will be introduced first as a visiting team. But Oosterhouse, good to see them. Yeah, they're pretty good athletes. A lot of very good school. They went into their football team, I believe, too deep into the playoffs. And a lot of these athletes, similar to Broken Bow, are football players. You see they have some size on them.
It's notably a big center, big and strong, but it's similar to what we saw in the girls game. I do not know if they have an answer to Graydon Howe. We're going to find out. Again, thanks to all our sponsors, including our business partners. Appreciate their support of Brokobo Athletics in the live stream. And Javion DeJohn Hall, the freshman, getting the start tonight. And a sophomore, a known factor, but possibly an unequaled talent. Jackson McDaniel, the junior. Tenahero, the sole senior starter for the Savages. And then A.J. Brannon, the big junior. Of course, Hall, Howell, Tenahero, and Brannon all members of that Savage football team. And I guess a little late getting into basketball practice, as played a full Savage football season. But all veterans, and Howell, of course, did not play football as a freshman. Did play basketball as a freshman, and in fact set the freshman scoring record last year. Over 600 career points so far, and looking to add to that. As we start off now, you can see Brandon lining up at midcourt against Harless for the tip-off. As we are underway, controlled, balls fought for, controlled by Center Point, as the Knights will bring it up. It's going to be Oosterhouse working outside, and now it's into Diggs. Back to Spray. Oosterhouse working against Howell. Howell right in his face. Long three-point shot off the mark, hits the floor, and then is brought down by the freshman, and it's coast to coast, and he gets shoved, kicks it back out to Tenahero. That was a nice pass, off balance by Hall, but Tenahero retains control for the Savages. Now it's McDaniel for three. High rebound. Fought for by Brandon, then goes off the hands of, I believe, well, it goes off the hands of a Center Point player. I believe that's Spray, the big center that tipped it out of bounds. Will be Savage basketball. Still scoreless here early, and they get it in the hands of Graydon Howe, leading scorer for the Savages. Here's Howe working inside. Howe goes in, kicks it back out, and then it gets called for double dribble. Savages with the stylish footwear, as you can see. It's going to be Oosterhouse bringing it up for Center Point. Still scoreless, 7-12 and ticking here in this first period. Bounce pass inside, looking to work down in the post. He gets it stripped. Winds up in the hands of Jackson. Tenahero knocked it out. Now it's Hall. Hall elevates. Hall lays it off the glass. Looks like it's going to be a charge called on Hall. And Center Point got down court, got their feet set, and drew the charge. First foul by anyone. Still scoreless as the bucket. It's a combination of basket and bucket. Basket is waved off, and Oosterhouse brings it up, kicks it out. I think McDaniel got a hand on that as well. Kicks it out to Harless. And three-point downtown shot. That was Oosterhouse, I believe, with the three. Or sorry, that was Helms. Helms with the tray, and Center Point takes the early lead. There's Tenahero working inside, kicks it back out, and that's going to be a foul, I believe, on Center Point. As it looked like Tenahero did draw it. It is indeed a foul. That'll be the first one on Harless, the first one on Center Point. So the Savages will inbound the basketball. Down 3-0 off that tray by Helms. Here's Graydon Howe working in the paint, kicks it back out to Tenahero. Tenahero for three. Long rebound brought down by Hall. Hall works it inside, hops, and off balance, hits it off the front of the rim. No good, falls into the hands of Center Point. Looks like big man for Center Point seems a little hobbled there. And into the hands of Jackson McDaniel, and then he's fouled. And so quickly the Knights pick up their second foul. Will be Savages basketball. Hey, one of the things you really haven't seen the ball in the hands of Graydon Howe that much. thus far. Only 2 minutes into this basketball game, but Savages rotating it around. Tinahero to Brannon. Brannon to Hal. Hal pulls back and has a good look from three off the back of the bracket. Fight for the rebound. Brought down by Centerpoint. That's going to be Helms with the board. Knights on the attack. Outside to Harless, and a foul on the rebound called on the Knights. That's their second team foul. First one on Spray. Savage basketball. Here's Howell. Kicks it out to McDaniel. Feeds it outside. Tinahero. Good look from the corner for Tinahero. In and out. No good. Rebound by Spray. And then it's stolen by Tinahero. Tyrant gets it out on the wing to Howell. And now it's Jackson McDaniel from downtown. Does not fall, though. Spray with the rebound. Here comes Oosterhouse working against Hall. Kicks it back out. And here's Harless for three. No good. Rebound. Nice job, Brannon, going up, getting position, and pulling down the board. Now it's Howell on the break. Howell driving into traffic, and he gets, well, actually took an extra step. It was quadruple team, so they've seen at least video of Graydon Howell, and said do not let him in the paint. And so all four defenders that were nearby collapsed upon him. He did create a turnover. Savages still scoreless, only one bucket for the Knights, but it is a tray. Good rebound as, oh, wow, that was a tightrope walking job by Brandon as he managed to keep both feet in bounds. Here's Howell for three. Howell drills it from downtown. Tie ball game. And Graydon Howell opens up the 20-24-25 scoring season for Brobo basketball with a tray at 4:26. Here's Oosterhouse, thought about shooting, decided not to. Hard pass outside to Nahero guarding Oosterhouse, and now there's a pushing foul. I believe that's away from the basketball, and that's going to be on Spray. Spray was working against A.J. Brannon, and Brannon got position on him, and I think he might have put an elbow in there. And so that's going to be the second foul on the big man. Third team foul on Centerpoint. Tie ball game, 3-3. Savages with the basketball. Possession arrow also in their favor. 4:12 left, first period. Graydon Howell working against Harless. Now it's Howell double teamed. Howell triple teamed. Gets it to McDaniel. McDaniel double teamed now, looking for help. McDaniel gets it to Howell. Howell now has a little bit of an outside lane, fall away jumper, and it's two for Howell. He now has 5. Savages lead by 2. Pass outside. Bounce pass. Harless for 3 off the side. Rebound Howell. And Howell pushes it up the floor. And Howell, long pass to Tinahero. Tinahero down the baseline. Tinahero draws the foul, and that's going to send Tyron Tinahero to the free throw line. Nice reaction, as that was a good pass down to the open Tyron Tinahero, and then he saw that crease, went straight down the baseline, drew the foul, and that gets Centerpoint in foul trouble. That is their 4th team foul. He was in the act of shooting, so he'll shoot here, but from now on, any foul by Centerpoint will send the Savages to the free throw line. Tinahero with an opportunity to open up this lead. And first one does not fall through the hoop, though. It's a 2-point lead for Brokenbow. He has an opportunity to make it 3. McDaniel switches out with Brannon as Brannon goes back into the Savage into the court to prevent a fast break. McDaniel in possibly for a rebound. Now a second shot is good. Tinahero gets on the board. Savages lead 6-3. Press! McDaniel with a steal and the putback. Nice pressure by McDaniel. Now here's Hall working against Oosterhouse. Falls. Hall tips it. Comes down with Brannon. Ties up. Tie ball. Possession arrow in favor of the Savages. They will inbound. That was a great effort by Jackson McDaniel to get the basketball and to quickly elevate to put points on the board. Becomes the third Savage to score. They lead by 8. 3:11 left here, first period. Graydon Howell bringing up the basketball. And he's going to back it out. Back it's all the way almost to the scoring table, looking for Brannon to get a little bit of a screen. Howell pushes off. Now Howell pulls it outside, sticks it, passes it out. It's McDaniel, Jackson McDaniel to the hoop. Strong drive by McDaniel as he gets his second straight bucket on as many trips. Here's Oosterhouse working against Howell. Passes out to Diggs and then to Harless, but there's a foul called. The bucket is waved off. It's going to be a foul, I believe, on Broken Bow. So that's going to be Brannon his second team foul for the Savages. 2:36 left in this first period. Broken Bow leads by 7. Good guard on the inbound. Wow, that first that pass almost falls out. And that's that's a really just a barely touch foul by McDaniel. Normally wouldn't be called, except it was right at the half-court line, and he pushed the opponent across it. So McDaniel picks up his first foul, third team foul for Broken Bow. As the clock ticks under 2.5 minutes. Out to Helms. There's a fall-away jumper, 3 bounces, and then into the hands. And wow, great rebound inside by Axton. Here's a Howell drive, and he gets the ball knocked out. Somehow gets it back. Howell, fall-away jumper, good! Graydon Howell! The hot spot for Graydon Howell is called the court. He can shoot from anywhere. Savages lead by 9, 12-3, 1:59 left in this first period. Savage band strike it up a tune as Savages off. Slow start. 2 minutes before they got on the board, gave up a tray, but that's the only score they've given up. And since then, it's been 12 unanswered points by Broken Bow. We're going to stay right here as we enjoy this atmosphere here in the Broken Bow Savage Gym. Again, the girls played one game earlier in the week, but it was just there was a couple of actually a JV game and then a girls varsity game. But this is the first boys varsity game. The Savages Classic usually tips off the home season for the Savages, and it's an exciting night here in Broken Bow. Again, a lot of buzz about this basketball team. Not just Graydon Howell, but some of the other elements as well. And Savages, again, after going back and forth and falling behind off that first bucket, have come surging back, scored 12 unanswered points. It's going to be Oosterhouse working against Howell. Now gets it outside, and then they try to feed it inside. Ball's tipped and stolen. It's Howell with the basketball. Howell on the break. Graydon Howell to the bucket. Doesn't get it, but a great rebound inside to McDaniel. And then it's Jackson McDaniel for 3. Well, it's rebounded inside. Wow, it's just a little off. McDaniel couldn't find the range that time. Off the feed from Pratt. Hanks, I tell you, I actually mixed it different. I thought that's actually Ryland Hanks, the sophomore in there in the paint. Making that rebound, and then there's an off-balance shot, and that's going to be a travel. That was good defense as McDaniel shuffled his feet, did not foul the shooter, but managed to shuffle his feet sideways and not allow him to get off a clean shot. As a result, he traveled. It's a turnover, Savage basketball. They're on a 12-0 run, looking to add to that. Now it's, wow, I don't know how. There's a shot from outside by McDaniel, just falls into the hands of Oosterhouse. Still hasn't found the range from outside. Oosterhouse. Three-pointer on the way. Rebound Hanks, then to Howell. And Howell sees a crease. Wow, Howell accelerates past. He is so fast and has such a great second gear. He comes down. Everybody is running down the floor. Howell is about 3 or 4 steps behind everybody on defense for the Knights, but just accelerates past them. They have no choice but to foul him or give him a straight path to the bucket. That's just attacking the basket. Results in the 5th team foul and puts Graydon Howell on the free throw line. First shot, though, rare miss by Howell from the free throw line. So still a 9-point lead, just under a minute left to play first period. That was on Oosterhouse, by the way, his first. Second shot, smooth as silk and through the silk. Graydon Howell now with 8 points. Savages with 13. They lead by 10. Oosterhouse brings it up. Looking for a crease in the Savage defense. Gets it out to Helms. Helms thought about shooting. And gets it back inside. Now Helms will take a three-pointer. He drilled another one, and that's a good shot. Helms with all 6 points. Both shots from outside the perimeter. And here's a pass downside. Hanks gets it out on the perimeter, and that shot's just over. Just a little misaligned or miscalculated as Tomlinson shoots it over the basket. Now it's Oosterhouse with the dish. Oh, a block inside. That was a great reaction, as that was McDaniel with the block on what looked like it was going to be an easy 2 points for the Knights, as they kick it back out. Helms with a hot hand and then contested inside. It's going to be Oosterhouse from three, and his shot goes through the bottom of the bucket. They are hot from outside. Helms with two, Oosterhouse with one. Ball's, well, it's off the glass, and that's going to do it for one period of play. Savages still lead by 4, but the last 6 points have belonged to the Knights. We'll be back after this with second period action. You're watching Broken Savage basketball on the Broken Network. See you in 15.
Some of these things are too rough, too painful to talk about. This piece of art is my voice. For me, using my art as medicine. It really invokes emotion, and it really brings people together.
See and share our stories at togetherwe'remore.com.
Savages, as I said, went on a 13-0 run, but Knights found the range from behind the perimeter there toward the end of that first period, and so back to a 4-point ball game, and now the Center Point Knights have an opportunity to cut that even closer, as they will inbound the basketball to start this second half. Oosterhouse being guarded by Hall. Now it's out to, here's Oosterhouse, three-pointer on the way, no good, fight for the rebound, and it's saved somehow. Double save. Wow, that was great teamwork as the Savages managed to get it back. Oh, nice job, Brannon, weaving between defenders. Now it's Williston for three, long three, rebound, fight inside, put back, it's good. Not good, but that's going to send A.J. Brannon to the free throw line. Man, Brannon showing both the strength and speed. Somehow that was a great effort and good hustle by the Savages 2 times to save the ball. Maintain possession, then get it down the floor. A.J. Brennan now from the free throw line. His first shot of the game, and it hits up off the glass and falls off the side, no good. That foul, by the way, was on Sperling for Center Point. His first team foul. Again, they reset every period. And this one in and out. Off the glass, off the rim, rolled back out, hit the glass, and fell. 0 for 2 on free throw shooting. Possession arrow is in favor of the Savages. As Oosterhouse working it outside, Sperling. Now back to Oosterhouse. Oosterhouse, turn around. Wow, that was a low trajectory. And falls no good, rebounded by Tomlinson. Feed to the corner to Pratt. Now outside to Hall. Hall driving the lane. Hall kicks it out to Williston. Williston, good look from outside. Wilson buries it. Give an assist to Hall and a tray to Williston as the senior extends the Savage lead to 7. Beautiful plays. They thought Hall was going to go up and try to get it off the rim, and he did an underhanded pass out there to the wide-open Williston. Here's a three-point shot from the other side. Good rebound by by Brannon. And now it's Hall driving. Hall sees a crease. Hall goes down, lays it off the glass, no good. And now Williston undercut. Wow, that was a good job by Williston. He did not make contact with the ball handler and just kind of dipped his shoulder under him. Did make him alter his steps and his dribble and caused a turnover. Smart move by Mason Williston. Savages have the basketball again. It's Hall. Gets it to Williston out in the corner. Williston looking to feed it inside to Brannon. Decides to get it back to Hall. Now out to Pratt. And no shot, no good. Behind the back dribble by Oosterhuis. Oosterhuis kicks it outside to Diggs. And ball's almost stolen by the Savages. It kicks back Oosterhuis for three. Wow, Oosterhuis had a momentary look. He gets his second consecutive tray that counts anyway. And it's back to a 4-point basketball game. Again, much like their girls team, Center Point boys, really good perimeter shooting team. Savages going to have to play shutdown defense to keep them from getting good looks outside. All 12 of their points off of 3-point shots. Here's Pratt. Bounce pass intended inside for Brandon. Does not get there, and so goes out of bounds. And mass substitution by the Savages. As McDaniel, Tenejero, and Howell come in. Pratt, Tomlinson, and oh, wow, that was a stumble. Two players hit the ground, and that putback no good. Great rebound inside Hall. Hall on a break. Hall to Howell to the basket. Beautiful pass. As Graydon Howell signaling to Hall as Hall was coming down the other side. Hey, I'm going toward the bucket. Great assist. Good basket, back to a 6-point lead for the Savages. Graydon Howell now in double figures with 10. Here's Helms to Oosterhuis. Oosterhuis working against Tenejero, decides to back it back up and set up his offense. 4:30 left in the half, 6-point lead for the Savages, 18-12. Inside, working again. Stripped. Good job stripping the ball. Williston, I say good job stripping the ball. I guess he got a piece of the arm or elbow or something as he's called for the foul. That was Forga. That'll send Forga to the free throw. I didn't know if Forga was in the act of shooting or not, but I don't make that decision. So just the first team foul of the Savages, but Forga will go to the free throw line and shoot two. First one is up, and it is in. Smooth. Forga gets on the board. Comes the third Knight to put points up there, and that's the first Knight point that was made out inside the perimeter. Gets them to 13, cuts it to a 5-point lead for Broken Bow. Second shot. Forga's perfect from the line, hitting both of them. Back to a 4-point basketball game. 18-14. Savages lead. 4:23 left. First half. Here's Howell to Hall. To Tenejero. Tenejero working against Oosterhuis. Backs it back out. Sets up his offense to Hall. Hall looking to Howell. Howell thought about shooting a tray and gets it out to Tenejero. Circles back around. Tenejero with a 2-point shot. Tenejero. Savages back to 6-point lead. Nice smooth shot. Tenejero, of course, just 5'8", but great leaping ability. Competes at the state level in the high jump. I believe he plays like third or fourth, actually, and so able to hang in the air a little longer than his opponent. Get a clean look at the bucket and drops it. Here's Howell driving, and he gets fouled. And so that's going to send Graydon Howell to the free throw line. Or not. Oh, well, I guess maybe he got fouled before the foul was called before he left his feet and started the act of shooting, and so the ball will be inbounded by Broken Bow. Foul is on Harless, his second. Also second team foul for the Knights. Tenejero to do the inbound. Long inbound to Howell. He's back behind the three-point line. Now Howell at the top of the key pulls up. I think he had a foot on the line. It doesn't matter. It doesn't fall anyway. 2-point shot, no good. And here comes Oosterhouse working against Tenejero. Kicks it back out on the give and go. Now it's Diggs to the top of the key. And, miscommunication intended for Sperling. But out of bounds, Savage basketball. Possession arrow also in favor of Broken Bow. They have a 6-point lead. Here's McDaniel out to Hall, out to Tenejero. And then inside the perimeter to Brent. Oh, turn around, puts it up. No, does not fall. And now it's almost stolen by McDaniel again. Behind the back dribble, and that one is stolen. Well, it goes in the backcourt. Backcourt violation. That was great defensive effort by both McDaniel and Howell as they trapped center point along that sideline and forced that turnover. And so it'll be Broken Bow basketball again. Howell. There's a look like a crossing route, and here's Hall with the lay-in, and he draws the foul, and that's going to send DeJohn Hall to the free throw line. It was seriously, it was almost like football. You have Graydon Howell here, and you had, it looked like Hall and Tenejero crossing at the perimeter, making an X, and that one falls. Wow, Hall's first free throw. Savages are struggling from the line tonight. That's one difference in the scoring is Centerport has been very accurate from the free throw, and Savages have not. Second shot up. This one is good. And so Hall scores his first point. Gets the Savages up to 7. 21-7. There's a football score. Full court press on from Broken Bow. Trying to create more turnovers. And they managed to get across the court. And that is does draw the foul. I think that's going to be on either McDaniel or Hall. Let's see who. And that will send Centerport. That was on Brannon. So Brannon's second team foul by Broken Bow was during a shot, and so that's going to send Oosterhouse to the free throw line where, again, he sinks it. So Oosterhouse now has 7 points, 2 trays, and a free throw. Cuts Broken Bow's lead to 6. The second one's up, and that one's also good. Man, free throw shooting is kept the Knights in this basketball game. Here comes Tenejero bringing the ball up court. 2:23 left at first half. Tenejero to Howell. Howell circles around. Howell drives. Howell lays it off the glass and in. Graydon Howell with the lean. Such a smooth release. As he leans outside, that is so hard to guard. And that's a block from behind by Tyron Tenejero as he got a piece of the ball. And a nice dish to Hall. Shot does not fall, though. And here's a double team. Oh, another block by McDaniel. Jackson McDaniel has 3 blocks so far this game. Stepping up defensively. Either 3 blocks or 2 blocks in a strip. I'm not sure what you call the one down at the other end. Tremendous defense as he gets congratulated. Savage is going to go over to the bench, talk things over. Timeout on the floor. We'll take one as well. You're watching Broken Bow's Savage Basketball on the Pregame Network. See you in a minute. And there's McDaniel coast to coast. Now it's Howell that puts it in. Graydon Howell with a nice finish. Savages now back up by 9. There's a feed inside to Diggs. Diggs makes the move and cut off by McDaniel. Good job by Jackson. And the ball gets picked up, and then the foul called on Centerport. That was good hustle by A.J. Oh, it's timeout by Broken Bow. I'm sorry. Good hustle by Brandon to get to the basketball. We're going to stay right here during this break. Savages again. Really, I don't know if they're dominating the game, but they are certainly doing a better job of penetrating and shooting, getting a lot more points inside. In fact, there are no 2-point buckets for the Knights. 12 of their points are from outside the perimeter, and 4 of them are from the free throw line. They are doing a much better job from the free throw line than Broken Bow is doing, and that's what's keeping them in this ball game. But the Savages just swarming on them on defense, relentless, wearing them down, and they're getting a full dose of it. Graydon Howell, 14 of the Savages' 25 points thus far. Tanahero bringing the ball up court. Gets it to Howell. To Jackson McDaniel. To Brandon, and then to Tanahero. Tanahero, nice feed inside to Howell. Howell back to Tanahero. Tanahero drives. Tanahero, a fall-away jumper off the front of the rim. No good. Rebound by the Knights. Here comes Oosterhouse to Diggs. Diggs working against Howell, or not, as he quickly gets it out to Young. And then it's stolen by Howell, dishes it to Howell. Stolen by Hall, who dishes it to Howell, who lays it in. Fast break points by Broken Bow. First true fast break. They'll lead by double digits, 11, 27-16. 32 seconds left and ticking in this first half. You can expect a three-point shot maybe to end the half by Centerport. They probably want to keep Broken Bow. No, they feed it to Diggs inside, and he is collapsed down upon. And now with 18 seconds, they look like they may set up a play. Broken Bow's getting in their face defensively, though, not allowing them to have much of a shot. There's a long shot brought down by McDaniel. Now it's in 10-second Savages, and the ball's in the hands of Graydon Howell. He's going to penetrate, and he gets the ball knocked loose, but knocked out of bounds, and so that's going to be an inbound play. 3.6 seconds left, so the Savage is going to be able to inbound the ball and try to quickly get a shot off. As they do the bounce pass to Howell. Howell gets it out. McDaniel gets the shot off. McDaniel ends the half with a three-point bucket. Biggest lead of the game for Broken Bow as Jackson McDaniel sinks it. Savages lead 30-16. What a great way to go into the locker room. A lot of momentum. And so, man, that was impressive. Well, 14-point lead for Broken Bow at halftime. We'll take a break, have some words from our sponsors, and be back with some second half action. You're watching the Savage Classic on the Broken Bow Network, Night 1. We'll see you in about 10 minutes.
McCurtain County National Bank, we are continually seeking ways to meet the changing needs of our customers. We offer a full range of services such as free checking, online and mobile banking, as well as great rates on cabin and construction loans. We're providing results through better service while giving you a greater value for your dollar. Visit us on the web at mcnbonline.com. McCurtain County National Bank in Idabel, Broken Bow, Hochatown, and Valiant.
When I share my story, it's about more than building an inspirational space for artists. I represent the creative spirit of the nation, the Choctaw Nation. I am our history.
I am our culture.
I am our vision.
I am all of us.
Because our stories make us more.
Oh no, are you okay, Mike?
Yeah, got a pretty big fender bender here.
Don't worry, State Farm's got you covered.
That's great to hear. Robin, what's going on?
We're gonna get you a tow truck, Mike.
Thank you. real fender bender going on. Fender bender. Fender bender. Fender bender. Fender bender. Everybody remain calm. No reason to panic.
Go with the one that's here to help life go right.
Jennifer Broadus, State Farm Insurance. Visit our new location at 1605 South Park Drive, 580-584-9184.
welcome back. Savages. Pretty good scoring in that first half, but again, a little weak from the free throw line. And that's not really a difference in the ball game, though. It has kept Center Point in the basketball game. Their three-point and free throw shooting, but the Savages just smothering defense. Man, they have dominated as far as, and dominated on the boards as well. And again, they're going to have to keep it up, though. This is a team. That's the thing about a three-point shooting team. When you have a team that shoots that well from outside the perimeter, as the Knights do, you cannot give them a lot of good looks because they can catch up to you in a hurry. A 14-point lead for Broken Bow. But I guess the way that the Knights would look at it is that's 5 possessions. That's 5 3-point shots because that's something that they can do. So going to have to be more of the same. Savage is going to have to control possessions, try to maintain that lead, and just also maybe get him in foul trouble because that's something that Graydon Howe could do. You're driving, you're going to have to either foul him or let him get that shot off a lot of times. And so that can get a couple of the Knights players out of the game. Here's Howe working outside, feeds it out to McDaniel. Had the hot hand into that first half as he hit his first tray. He did also with 4 blocks on the basketball game. That's going to be Oosterhouse. Fired inside, turn around, and that's another, wow, that was a nice post play as they got it into Spray. And so cuts the Savages lead to 12. Now it's Hall in trouble. McDaniel from 3 rattles in and out, does not find rebound by Spray. Spray got a little foul trouble in the first half. Once he went out, Savages had kind of dominated the paint, or dominated the boards anyway. But now he is back in the basketball game. You see him working against Brandon. Man, that is a battle going down under that net between Brandon and Spray. Here's a move. Good job cutting off that baseline by Tenejero. Shot no good, but Spray with the rebound, and he puts it back. Big man makes a big difference inside. That's his first 2 points, but now it's a 10-point lead for the Savages. First 4 points of this half have been scored by Centerport. Oh, nice foot across, or actually a push across the line. As McDaniel got the rebound, was fouled. That's going to be Helms. That's going to be his second foul. First team foul, well, for either team of this half, or I should say of this period. Here's a feed inside. Brandon working, and Brandon draws the foul quickly. That's 2 quick fouls. As the Savages get Spray to commit his 3rd foul. So the big guy commits 2 in the first period, and now quickly has one, not yet a minute and a half into this 3rd period. And that does put Brandon at the free throw line. Brandon adds his name into the scoring column for this game and extends the Savages' lead to 11, has a chance to put it at 12. Becomes the 6th Savage to put points on the board. Graydon Howe leads all scorers with 17 points. Nice job, Brandon. Both free throws back to a 12-point lead for Broken Bow as Oosterhouse brings up the ball for the Knights. Oosterhouse kicks it outside. And now to the top of the key. And now back to Oosterhouse on the perimeter. They've got a 3-point shot on the way. Wow. Helms with his 3rd tray makes it a single-digit deficit for the Knights. 32-23. Here's Howe. Howe working inside, kicks it back to Tenejero. Tenejero kicks it to McDaniel. McDaniel rotates around and gets it back to Tenejero. And then to Hall. Hall goes strong towards the basket and draws the foul. And you saw the athletic ability of DeJohn Hall as he took one step elevated and then was up over, as he was a head taller than anybody else in the paint. They had no choice but to foul him. And that's the 4th foul on the big man for Centerpoint. Hall's free throw does not fall. At least doesn't fall left in this 3rd period. Savages led 30-16 at half. And now they get an opportunity to extend that. Here's Braden Howell in the fast break, pulls it back behind the perimeter, working. Oh, nice pass, bounce pass inside to Brannon. Now it's going to be Hall. Kicks it out to McDaniel. McDaniel loses the handle. Well, actually has it knocked out of his hand, and now it's going to be a 2-on-1 break, but that one is going to be Braden Howell. Oh! And McDaniel gets the foul, but the bucket falls. So the Harless gets the basket and gets McDaniel to commit his third foul. McDaniel going for his fifth block. Does not get it, or at least doesn't get it without doing some damage to the body. And so that's going to send Harless to the free throw line. That's his first bucket of the game. But all managed to make it 3 points the old-fashioned way. Now it's back to a 6-point basketball game, and here comes Braden Howell on the baseline, and he draws the foul. Just, again, the acceleration. He's so fluid in his motion. Takes a step from the perimeter and then just kind of glides quickly down toward the basket, and in order to cut it off, you're going to have to run into it. That's what they do. That's going to be the third foul on Harless. And that puts Braden Howell. He's smooth from the free throw line. Gets his 18th point. Savage is back up to a 7-point lead, has the opportunity to make it an 8-point lead with his second shot from the charity stripe. And he does. Braden Howell, 19 points now. Oosterhouse bringing the ball up for center point. Bounce pass. And they're going to kick it back outside to Oosterhouse on the wing, guarded by Howe. They're going to move it around to Diggs and then back to Oosterhouse. Oosterhouse, again, guarded by Braden Howe. They try to screen on Howe. Howe shifts his foot. Howe gets a hand on the basketball as they get it to Helms. Looking on the perimeter, and the ball comes off the hand, quickly picked up by Brannon. Brannon loses the handle on it, and so carries the basketball. Fast break, no good, and it's going to go back the other way. Again, this is a difference in style, and that's an illustration of it right there, as the center point a three-point shooting team trying to set up the shot, get a man open. Savages attacking the basketball as soon as they touch it. You've got 5 guys crashing down, running toward the basketball in a fast break offense. And so just relentless. Can tire you out. They get back out to Helms. Helms throws in the corner to Diggs. Diggs trying to work against Hall. Back out to Helms, top of the key. Helms kicks it out to the wing and then back to Oosterhouse. Oosterhouse setting up the offense. A little over 3.5 minutes left to play third period. Savages lead by 8, 34-26. And that's a foul actually called on Diggs, I believe, as he tried to carry the ball. And nope, sorry. Oh, wow. I guess he just pointed. He pointed when the official pointed at the direction. The only person standing there was Diggs, but the foul was on Hall, who had, I guess, vacated the area after the basketball. That's second foul on Hall, second team foul for the Savages. And the ball's tried to bounce it off of Williston, but he maintained control. Got it to Howell. Howell behind the back. Now Howell in traffic and draws the foul once again. Braden Howell. Hey, hand it to Mason Williston, as he did a great job of getting the ball and then feeding it down to Braden Howell. Howell did the rest, and so that's going to be just the second foul on Oosterhouse. Man, Oosterhouse playing a heck of a game, as he has the task of guarding, well, one of many that has the task of guarding Braden Howell. Howell, a rare miss from the free throw line. That's the 5th team foul on center point. Still 3 minutes, 20 seconds left in the third period. Again, that's just the way this works on you with Braden Howell running his offense, is it wears you down. You have to commit fouls. And so a rare double miss by Howell. 5 for the rebound. Winds up in the hands of Oosterhouse. He's going to bring it down and then go toward the top of the key, working over toward the far side. Picks up his dribble, then gets it out to Diggs on the wing. Diggs Kicks it back inside. And now it's back to Oosterhuis on the perimeter. Working around. Diggs penetrates, and then he gets it tied up, I believe. Well, foul called, actually. So Diggs, that's going to be on Brandon, his third. So Diggs draws the foul. 3 fouls on Brandon, 3 team fouls on the Savages. Here's Oosterhuis. Out to Harless. Stolen to Hall. Hall elevates, and Hall lays it off the rim and in. Or sorry, off the glass and in. First field goal by Hall. Gets the Savages back up to a double-digit lead, 36-26. Again, fast break points for Broken Bow. And a steal, almost. Williston broke on the ball, got a hand on it, but couldn't haul it in before it went out of bounds. Savages will guard on the inbound. Harless to Helms, back to Harless, and then back to Oosterhuis. Oosterhuis, feet inside, Diggs, spin, finger roll. Oh, I'm sorry, that was Diggs' first bucket. Gets it back to a single digit. Fight for the rebound. Brandon tips it, but it winds up in the hands of Diggs. As I say, that's the first field goal for a first score of any kind for Diggs. Back to an 8-point game with 1:52 left and ticking in this third period. Possession arrow now in favor of the Savages. Errant pass goes out of bounds and will be Broken Bow basketball. Whoa, or not. Or not. And Savage head coach Ryan Woolsey arguing that call, saying, you never touched it. So anyway, that ball was just lost, and maybe that's karma or something akin to it. Quickly brought up by Williston, who gets it to Howell. Howell driving in the lane, and Howell once again goes flying to the floor, draws the foul. That one's going to be on Sperling. I think that's Sperling's second or third. It is this. There's already 5 teams. Oh, sorry, that actually isn't Sperling. That is actually Helms. That's the third one on Helms. So again, 2 of the Knights with 3 fouls, 1 with 4. Of course, and that's point number 20 for Graydon Howell. Mentioned the one with 4 is Spray, who is on the bench. Big man with 4 fouls. Out with an opportunity to get the Savages back up by double digits. And he does. Smooth. All Howell's points in this second half are from the free throw line. 4 points to add to 17 in the first half. But, they're maybe not going to let him get a field goal, but they may foul out trying it. And that ball, they tried to force it in there. Good reaction defensively by Tenejero and McDaniel to close off that gap. And now Oosterhuis almost loses control of the ball. I tell you, Tyron Tenejero's very quick. Good reflexes and does not give up that baseline. Here once again is Oosterhuis. Almost had that stripped and lays it off the bottom of the rim. Good defense by Williston. Feeds it to Hall. Hall in the fast break. Hall with a windmill. DeJohn Hall with a little highlight reel play. Gets a Savages back up by 12. The freshman. Again on the fast break. And now almost stolen by McDaniel. Savages going back into the half-court press now. And almost get the ball loose. Centerport looking for that final shot. They want to milk this clock and try to shoot a tray toward the end, and it's knocked loose. Knocked loose by Williston. Fed to Hall, back to Williston, to Howell. Howell tries the dunk, doesn't work, and Ryan Woolsey is furious, saying, look, just lay it in the rim. Either that or he said that, they fouled him. Maybe he thinks that Howell was fouled on the attempt. But you could see the reaction there. It's a great defensive play with the steal by Williston and 2 passes. Does not result in buckets, though. 12 seconds left, and it's going to be Centerpoint with an opportunity. I say with an opportunity. Well, here's a 3-point shot. Wow, that was actually a fairly decent look considering how hard this Savage defense plays, and that's going to do it. for 3 periods. At the end of 3, it's the Savages by 12, 40-28. And we're going to stay right here. Listen to the Savage band play, watch the cheerleaders, and talk about our schedule over the coming couple of months. Going to live stream basically all the home games for the Savages will be live streamed. We'll also be going to Atoka, Valiant, and we will not be traveling for this live stream. We'll not be traveling to Tallahena or to Fort Smith. And the Savages actually explained that next weekend, the Lady Savages will be in Fort Smith. They'll play in the Tournament of Champions there. Their boys and girls are playing in different tournaments, so you have to choose one. But the reason we're not going to those locations is they already have they will already live stream those ball games for free. And so you can watch them. You can watch the Savages play on the internet. So we won't, no, but we will be going to Antlers. We will be going to Valiant and I think McAllister. Not sure. I'll look out. I'll check the schedule. Obviously, check the Broken Bow Public Schools Facebook page for more details, and we'll get that full live stream schedule to you later this month. Again, next live stream will be tomorrow night for the final night of the Savage Classic. We'll go live at 6:50 as Broken Bow teams will take on DeQueen, and 2 good DeQueen teams. Lady Leopards beat the Lady Savages in the Savage Classic last year. And have a couple of new players that producing a lot of excitement there in DeQueen. That's stolen by Tinahero. Tinahero, 101 break, and Tinahero lays it in. Great effort. Tyra Tinahero with the steal and the acceleration. Now Savages up by 14. Tying their largest lead of the game. A wide open look on the outside, and that's going to be buried. That's Osterhaus. Man, he is a good shooter. That's his 3rd tray. He's now in double figures with 11 points. At the other end is the Savages. Miss it, but a rebound inside, and Brannon gets the bucket and the foul. A.J. Brannon, opportunity to answer that tray with the +1. Brannon's first field goal. He had 2 free throws, all in the second half. Savages now lead by 13. A.J. Brannon with an opportunity to get him back, and he does. Man, Brannon perfect from the line tonight, 4 of 4, at least in the second half. And yet all 5 of his points coming in this second half. But Savages now lead again by 14. Here's Oosterhuis. To Helms, back to Oosterhuis, and out to Harless. Bounce pass to Diggs. They did wind up getting the man open, but the shot's way over into the hands of Tinahero. Tinahero pressured in the backcourt. Gets it to to Brannon, who gets it across to Howell, who gets it wide open. Look for Williston from the corner. Williston, rebound Howell. Howell in the paint. Howell falling away. Oh, nice pass from Howell to Williston, and the lay-in. Howell with the assist. Williston with the 2-pointer. Savages now with their largest lead of this ball game by 16. And I think they're and a steal by Willis. Here comes Brannon. Oh, the putback by Howell, no good, and now gets his own rebound and lays it in. That's Graydon Howell's first field goal of this second half. Savages up by 18, and I think they have worn out this Centerport team. You can tell Savages still spry. And that's a nice 2-point bucket. That's Sperling's first bucket of the game. There's Howell. And he picks up the ball as Ryan Woolsey yelling instructions to his team. Howell slows it down a bit. It is the final period, and they do lead by 15. And there's Hall driving in and laying it off the glass, using his body to make room for himself. DeJon Hall with his 7th point of this basketball game. Savages now have opened up a considerable lead. They're up by 18. That ball's out to Diggs, who feeds it inside. Now it's, one nice bounce pass, another open shot, and that one into the hands of Williston. Williston to Hall, to Tinahero. Tinahero with a good look from 3-point land. One bounce into the hands of Harless. Oh, good block. Well, not so good. I guess he did get a part of body foul. Looked like a block by Williston, but a good foul to give those. That looked like that was going to be an easy lay-in for Oosterhouse, and instead he's going to have to go to the free throw line. That's just the first foul on Williston and just the first team foul for the Savages of this period. 4:59 left in the game. They lead by 18. Ben Oosterhouse at the line for center point, trying to cut into the Savage lead. And first one is good for Oosterhouse. Hall goes out. Pratt comes in. And Oosterhouse takes his second shot from the charity stripe. This one, unkind spin for him. Rebound by Brannon, and now it's in the hands of Graydon Howe. Well, that looked like a foul. I think that's just the second one on Oosterhouse, but it's the third team foul if that's the way it works. Now that's the third one on Oosterhouse. Is the third team foul as well. I believe scoreboard still says 2, but I think that's 3 team fouls. And now in the backcourt, it's going to be Howe. Graydon Howe bringing up the basketball. Savages may have slowed things down a little now as commanding lead and 4.5 minutes left to play. Now it looks like that's what they're doing. And there's a foul called. Well, maybe not. They turned the ball over. Brandon gets called for his 4th foul, and that was away from the basketball. So Brandon, the only Savage in any kind of foul trouble. Howe with a steal and maybe a dunk. Howe with a slam. Graydon Howe. Savage's largest lead of the night, 19 points on a Graydon Howe dunk. And that may be a charging foul. Wow. That sent Graydon Howe to the floor. Might have taken an elbow in the face on that one. Big man back in. Keep in mind he is playing with 4 fouls for center point. He's going to go to the charity stripe. This is as quick as he is and as good a defensive player as Graydon Howe is. Here's an indication of how quick he is. That's his first foul of this basketball game. 4:13 left. 19-point lead for Broken Bow. That's the 3rd team foul, by the way, for the Savages. Center point has 2. And they've got Spray at the free throw line. That one doesn't get there, and it's brought down by Williston. Williston double-teamed in the backcourt. Now to Howe. Howe will quickly get it across the half-court line. And now passes it to Tinajero, who is double-teamed, and they are swarming after the basketball. That's going to be the double-team. The basketball is going to be the call. Oh, they find Howe wide open from three-point land, and just a little bit off the mark. Oh, man, and that is a hard. You could hear that through the headphones. That was Williston, I believe, or Brandon going. That was Brandon going down hard. Now that was Williston. He might need it. Not sure if that was his back or leg or the back of his head that hit the hardwood, but he may need to get checked out. Savages got to take a timeout. We'll take one as well and be back with the rest of this basketball game. You're watching Broken Bow Savage basketball on the Broken Bow Network. See you in a minute.
Experience the charm of downtown Broken Bow and discover a wide variety of newly opened shops, tantalizing dining experiences, and an inviting lounge waiting to be explored. Whether you're shopping for unique finds, getting in a quick workout or sauna, or soaking in the lively atmosphere with some ice cream, our downtown area has everything you crave, completely revitalized. Embrace the excitement and let the heart of the community sweep you off your feet. Visit us today and ignite your senses in downtown Broken Bow.
Yeah, Savages up by 19, 3:50 left in this basketball game. Look well on their way to winning this one. anything can happen. And keep in mind, the only caveat to that is that Center Point is an excellent three-point shooting team. And so you have to watch those teams. They can make up a deficit in a hurry if you leave them open shots. I would imagine with the basketball also, notably the possession arrow also in the Savages' favor. I imagine Broken Bow is going to try to delay and run some time off the clock here. Tenejero to inbound it. Gets into McDaniel to Williston, and Howell looked like he was going to go up, and then decided nope, not going to happen. And so they are wisely stalling. Oh, that was a miss as looked like McDaniel was coming toward Pratt. He threw it at a high point, but since McDaniel was running toward just over his fingertips, so that's a turnover. I guess an unforced error, if you will, against Broken Bow. So now it's in the hands of Center Point. You expect one of these guys to probably Harwell or Helms to pull up from three-point land. Maybe, oh no, he's driving inside and does not work. Goes off the side of the rim, rebound McDaniel, and then quickly to Howell, and Howell brings it across half court, gets it to Williston, and then to Pratt. Now Savages be able to eat some more time off the clock, and then there's a quick foul. If that's against the big guy, 32, he's out. That's going to be his fifth, and I believe it is against Spray. It is, and so he will have a seat. And it looked like Center Point is conceded that this one's not going their way as they have a mass substitution. And so Savages, 3:01 left, 19-point lead, balls in the hands of Graydon Howell. And Howell with 25 points in this game, 17 in the first half. And he's content to dribble off as much time on the clock as they'll let him. Well, kicks it down to Tenejero in the corner, then back to Pratt. As they'll rotate around, Pratt down in the corner and back out to Williston. Williston back out. Oh, open look at the bucket. Does not fall for McDaniel. And so quickly here come the Knights. And the ball's knocked loose by Pratt. Bounces off of a Center Point player. And I think that's Horn or Wrinkle anyway. That's going to be Broken Bow basketball. Here's Howell. Kicks it out. Open look for Williston, and he doesn't make a foul. Savages have not been shooting accurately from outside the line. Jackson McDaniel is so exception to that. And there's a turnaround shot by Howell that was blocked. Wow, that doesn't happen very often. Oh, and an elbow. That was that's going to be a blocking foul. Number four collided, and so it's got to actually be called on Howell. So Sperling collided with him. Well, Bryson Sperling can have a little bragging rights. He can say, I once blocked a shot by Graydon Howell. So, one of the only people to do so. Savages also substituting his ball loose there for a second. Now it's going to be Sperling trying to get it down inside. A nice pass out to the wing. Oh, good look from three-point land and does not fall. Rebounded by Baker. Quickly out to the wing. Three-pointer on the way off the glass. No good by Ward. So now coming back the other way. And wow, that was a nice block at the other end. Oh, great pass to Baker. His follow-up does not fall. Third time's a charm as Frazier gets the rebound, and then he gets fouled, and that's going to send, I believe, he was shooting. If that's a foul, that should send Corey Frazier to the, I guess they didn't call a foul. They said he blocked it out of bounds. I was going to say should send Corey Frazier to the free throw line, but not going to do that. Into Ward. Ward from three. Ward's shots falls well short of the mark. Now Ward steals it. Gets it to Frazier. Frazier one-on-one. Backs it up. Bounce pass. Ward to Frazier. Frazier from three. Frazier drills it. Corey Frazier buries it in the bottom. Frazier, the third senior on that basketball team. All three seniors now have put points in the book for the Savages. Frazier just the third Savage player to score from behind the perimeter, along with McDaniel and Howell. Here's the rebound. Baker. Bounce pass from Baker to Tomlinson to Ward. Ward inside, turnaround jumper. The ball's up, and oh, wow, what a turnaround shot by Hanks. That was a nice looking pass, work away from the ball, and then Hanks finished it. And hey, wow, that was a drilled on the other hand. That was Rinkle, I believe, that sunk that one, a tray. And that's going to do it, folks. 58-37. Savages win going away. Open up their season undefeated. Lady Savages also won theirs. They are 2-0. Both these teams will play tomorrow night, starting with the Lady Savages facing a very good DeQueen Lady Lions team that beat Wright City like 71-34 or something like that. This is a very good DeQueen team. We should see a great ball game tomorrow night. We'll join you again tomorrow, same place, same time. We'll be live at 6:50 and follow up with the second night of the Savage Classic. Tonight it is Broken Bow wins going away. Again, thanks to all of our sponsors. Thank them if you see them around town. And Savages got a couple of victories, and time to celebrate and get back in the gym tomorrow to face DeQueen. On behalf of my good buddy Skip Copeland running the camera here, I'm Chris Chandler. We've enjoyed bringing these games, and we will see you again tomorrow night. Once a Savage, always a Savage. Good night. Yeah, we're off.
This is my time. I'm on the rise. Can't hold me down, I'm too fly. This is my time. Ready to shine. Brighter than all of the lights. Cause when it's game time, seconds away and the game's on the line. There ain't no doubt in my mind. Beating the buzzer like, this is my time. This is my moment. You better bet that I'm on it.
Yeah, it's not bad.